The MKT Show. Welcome to it, sports fans. I'm that person, MKT. Whole show named after me. It feels great. Friday, the 16th of July. In a time when my country, the Republic of South Africa, going through some real stuff. But for the next 2 hours, give or take, 2 hours-ish, we'll have a laugh, talk some sport, and who knows where it's going to go from here. Today, there's no time to waste time. In fact, I could have just said there's no time. I've got to get straight to it. Joining me today, a man who has never, ever known the word romantic. Possibly the worst boyfriend in the world. Nobody's confirmed that yet. There isn't really a metric for that, but he's certainly in that conversation. A man who cannot stop wearing maroon. Ladies and gentlemen, a man who carries his height well, a coffee influencer in Vietnam, superb hair, a beard that makes the ladies' hearts melt. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, the third favorite Ilsley son, James, Jimbo, I'm so cute, Illingsley. Jimbo, what's happening today, pal?
Exceptional stuff.
Exceptional stuff.
What
do you think of my intro for you there?
That was good stuff.
I like that.
I enjoyed every second of it.
Yeah.
You know, it does give me a bit of an ego every time that happens.
For sure.
Which obviously I deserve.
Mm-hmm.
I deserve to have an ego. I am one of the... I don't like this whole arrogant streak that I've been on for the last 24 hours. I really hate it. I do.
Okay.
Even last night when we were on the phone, I was super arrogant and I didn't like it.
What's happened? Well, is that because maybe... Okay. Do you want to tell us what's happened? Why are you getting so arrogant?
I don't know.
Why are you this person?
I don't like it anymore.
So, but what's happened? I mean, have you run into a pile of money? Like, what's happened? You've had secure employment for 6 months. Maybe that's it, you know? Because let me tell you something. A lot of people say money changes people. I always say, no, you're wrong. Money makes people more of who they are. So maybe actually this is who you are, this arrogant douchebag. But before this, maybe you weren't earning as much at your old job, so you couldn't be a douchebag. You know what I mean? You had to be nice to people. But now you're just full on wiling out.
You know what I think it is?
Go ahead.
After some stuff that we had done yesterday after the show.
Yeah.
It really... I was like, okay, vibes.
No, but the arrogance began before the
Did it?
Yeah. It's because it's been all week. There's kind of been this thing. You know what I mean?
Wow,
I'm the best in the world.
I'm a real problem then.
Because you may or may not remember, somebody who you claim is your girlfriend yesterday said you're not romantic either. So that's another sign of because, you know, romance is often about being vulnerable as well, and so you're not willing to be vulnerable. You're just an arrogant guy. So I'm not saying that's what it is. We're just talking as blokes. Do you know what I mean?
You know what I think it is? It was something that I found out that I knew. You know, when I have these gut feelings, I'm often right.
Okay. You know what? Tell you what. Before we get into your gut feelings, you'll notice there's another person next to him on the left. A man who went to St. David's. Now, you don't have to hate him for that. James, of course, going to Saints, so there's been a little bit of chatter about that. And I said, look, doesn't matter what school I went to, we don't really bother with the rest of the riffraff schools outside of our school. Everyone else is second best.
Is that why your school was trending on Twitter this morning for the wrong reason?
Oh, you want to tell us what it was trending for?
I'm just saying.
No, James, you've opened that door now. Let's walk through it. What happened? What's the name of the school? Because I didn't say it. People always say...
I didn't see St. Stithians College or St. David's training on Twitter this morning.
Okay.
Hilton College, however, was.
What happened?
It was a man that decided that he was going to take part in the looting. And there was a huge outcry about this because how can someone from such a sort of background who went to Hilton and UCT and is a CEO apparently.
Yeah.
How can he take part in the looting? Sure. So Hilton College was training this morning. I'm just saying, I don't know how active you are on Twitter, but I didn't see St. David's or St. Stithians College training.
Neither did I.
I'm just saying. Anyway, with your introduction, you continue.
No, sure.
Sorry.
I mean, you know, okay. And you'll notice I'm not defending anything because when you're the best, you never have to defend yourself.
Sure.
But yeah, St. David's guy, David Beckham fan, Man United aficionado, NBA, LeBron James aficionado, loves Michael Jordan, loves greatness, loves sport, and is, as I gave it some thought this morning, he's definitely my second favorite Sitebe, because yes, I do know his cousin.
Wow.
but a good man and somebody whose face you'll be seeing more and more often. Senzo Sitebe. Senzo, what's happening, pal?
How's it, guys? It's great to be here. Yeah. Well, what the Hilton College thing? We'll get back to that. Irony about that is that's Hilton College. They look like a bunch of security guards, don't they, with their uniform?
Look, I'm just here, man.
So, but anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Sure.
Thanks for the splendid intro.
Yeah,
it's great to be here.
No, great to have you, dude. Great to have you. And people must notice you guys have bashed the school I went to. I've said nothing about your schools at all because there's no need to waste the time.
No, you have said stuff about our schools.
A bunch of security guards, don't they?
What did I say?
Look, I'm just.
Holy
here.
hell! So you might hear an echo here.
Holy hell!
Our producer James is watching on YouTube. He likes his own face so much. You are arrogant this week.
I'm not sure where it came from.
That's you. James is watching on YouTube, and now it echoed. Listen, you got a good face. You got a good face. Good for you, pal. And you can't
because you've been paying him so many compliments. That's why maybe he's like, okay.
Maybe I should dial it back on the compliments.
I think so.
Do you know what my problem is? I'm a great person. That's my problem.
But great people.
I'm a
don't
great.
Say that they're great people.
Humble, forgiving, passionate. That's my problem. I'm. You know what some people say. I'm too kind. I'm too forgiving.
Mm-hmm.
James, I'm reporting the news. I'm telling you what people are saying. So that's a good point. I should probably stop being. A lot of people are saying
the news isn't always correct, though.
Listen,
in some parts of the world, they're reporting that we are in a civil war when we're not.
It's not my job to be the news. I just report the news. Somebody gives me the news, I report it.
The news isn't always correct.
No, well, what must I do about that? I must report and edit and. I'm a reporter. I'm a big J journalist.
So you of the stance of don't shoot the messenger.
I think that's where I was going.
So you lay it out for the people to play it out,
if you will.
All right.
So if I'm a great person and that's what people are saying, what must I do about that? But James, if it's affecting your arrogance, though, it's maybe something I need to review. Maybe I need to be a bit meaner to you. What do you think there, Jimbo?
No, don't be a bit meaner. Maybe just
be more negative. Like not mean, just negative. Slightly negative, James.
Be less complimentary of my facial features.
Okay, what if I wasn't complimentary at all from now on? So I'm just not going to be mean. I'm just not going to give you any compliments. I'll just keep it down the middle of the road. Even if you do something exceptional.
But wait.
That happened. Congrats.
Wait. Can I chime in here? Sorry.
Please do.
Sorry. So it's like getting somebody off a substance. You
Yeah.
can't just let them go cold turkey the next day. You have to wean them off slowly. So.
Well, it depends on who you ask.
No. It's good that you said that. Great that you've opened that substance thing up. James, the people are asking. You've just quit smoking.
I have.
Or are in the process. We say he's quit smoking. He stopped smoking 2 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago.
All right. There I am making
21 days.
Yeah.
Hey.
Takes 21 days to
It's
break a habit, boys.
Let's go. Woo! I mean, it doesn't. Especially a bad habit. It takes 2 to 3 years, but okay. Let's clap for it because it was on Instagram.
Yeah.
Now, James, great. What a great segue. That's big time journalism, considering it's Senzo's first time on the show. You did quit smoking 3 weeks ago.
I did.
And possibly your girlfriend quit you yesterday, but that's separate. I'm not going to come back to that. The fact that you're not romantic. I don't want to open up that can of worms. How's the lack of smoking going? Where are we on that journey? How's the anxiety? Are you waking up in cold sweats at night? Are you phoning your mom crying at night? Just take us into the lack of smoking at the moment, pal.
So, full disclosure, I feel like, in the interest of honesty and, again, full disclosure. Also, it's really hot in here. Is the aircon on?
Don't worry about it.
I'm so
Be a
sorry.
professional. Stay on the ball.
It's really hot in here.
Tell the story, dude.
Anyway, full disclosure. The first 2 weeks, 2 weeks and a bit, very, very difficult. Struggled a lot with cravings and just stress and things. And then last week, I had one cigarette.
Oh!
So you relapsed.
No, but listen, hear me out though. Hear me out.
I'm listening.
You're listening, right? So
I'm listening.
Last week I had one cigarette because a lot was going on outside of like work things and like work things were happening and there was just a lot of stress and anxiety in my life.
So life was giving it to you.
Yeah, so I had a cigarette.
Okay.
And since I've had that cigarette, I have not thought about or touched another cigarette.
So
at all.
So my question is, after you had the cigarette, or while you're in the process of having the cigarette, how did it make you feel?
Terrible. Horrendous.
So you felt
I was like,
guilty.
why did I do this? This is stupid.
Okay.
So yeah, I had one cigarette, and I suppose it does break the 3-week thing. But in the last sort of week and a bit, I haven't had any cravings or anything.
So, and now, do you feel kind of bad? You've now kind of put it out in the world. How are you feeling right now that you've told us a whole, really a nation, and people in Azerbaijan listen to this podcast, Dubai. I'm trying to think where our other listeners, there was some people in Phuket.
Wasn't there like Bahrain or something?
Bahrain. So it's all over the world. You've let all of us down because we're on the train now.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? Because it's not just about you, James. Once you put a journey out there.
I decided to make it less of a negative thing of letting myself down or letting people down by having that cigarette.
Because you're not perfect.
Yes.
Shout out.
And so I decided to make it less of a sort of James, you're a terrible person thing.
Which you're not, by the way.
Make myself feel worse. And then because of that, want to smoke more because I need to deal with that whole thing.
But on a serious note, did you think you were a terrible person? Like a little bit? Did that come in? Yeah.
No. I just like felt a little bit like I let people down, and then I kind of switched it to a positive thing,
Like, I'm just going to keep letting people down, or what's the positive?
I'm used to letting people down. I am,
this
I am
guy.
a family disappointment.
That's true. You're the third favorite son. Listen, James, no one's perfect.
True.
We've all been here before. I mean, obviously, I'm off the train now because I'm also not your mom. I don't have to stay on the train. I'm off the train. So,
Were you on?
oh, big time. I was supporting you.
He was.
I was supporting the smoking thing.
Oh, the non-smoking
Yes,
train.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. You were conductor, man.
Yeah, but I'm off now because,
I see what you're doing now.
when somebody shows me who they are, I have to believe them the first time. Because what if I invest emotionally and you smoke again in 6 weeks? And then what? I'm the fool.
Is he uninvesting? Is that what he's doing?
That's
Do you remember you said you were having an arrogant streak?
Yeah.
And you're saying he's going to dial it back. So I think it's just started. I think
Nice,
Yeah,
dude.
it's part of the process. No, except I'm really jumping off the train as well. It's not just part of the process.
I don't blame you.
So, James, you're all out on your own, pal. Good luck. If the wolves eat you, there's other people in the world.
And
Tough love. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Listen. Senzo, how's your week been, pal? Maybe people can get to know what you are. James is obviously a quitter you quit quitting.
Okay, whoa, I know we said we dial it back on the compliments, but let's not
Oh, have I come?
increase the tempo.
I'm an extremist. I am an extremist.
So there's no middle ground.
Yeah. So that's my bad. I've gone too far. You've done
Yes.
well to stop me there because it'll probably descend into me doing a character assassination. And you're actually a great guy.
So
actually.
look, here's what you need to do. Instead of
Yes.
James, you're a quitter, and James, you let us down every
No,
like,
you let me
subtle-
down. I don't want to talk for people in Bahrain. You let me down.
Instead of the jab every now and then,
Yes.
what you do is, James, I hear you. I am a little disappointed.
Okay.
And then you move on. There's no need to project.
Yeah, get the hell out of here with that, pal. I invested in the beginning and you let me down. Get the hell out of here. We're going to talk to Senzo now.
Okay,
Clearly let
James.
me down, James.
I tried.
James, you know what it is? You've let yourself down.
I thought there would at least be some like leeway because I was completely honest about it.
You're dead to him, bro.
I am dead to him. Huh?
You've let yourself down. And isn't that the worst part, James?
I'll just let myself out. Thanks.
Yeah, James, I know you're sitting here, but you're actually a shell of a man. The man I knew last week.
Whoa.
Yeah, that just
Wow.
happened. That just happened. I'm angry right now. Because I invested. I was telling people James is quitting. A friend of mine who's actually a very serious person, and I take it very seriously. She's worried about your anxiety. She thinks your grammar is terrible, as you know. She also said she's honest. Brutal feedback. She's honest. She said at the beginning, your grammar sucks, and but
Feedback.
she said your
I
hands.
missed the compliments. Now it's just fully on
Oh
the
no.
other side of the...
So both of you,
No, we're doing feedback now.
you feeling very
I am.
bad about yourself.
Yeah.
And he, from complimenting you, just
Yeah, he's just
ripping
flipped
you
the
apart.
table.
No, well, I'm just telling you what happened. You're being emotional. Take the feedback. She did say your grammar was terrible, but she did say you're funny, and she did say you're handsome. Your grammar's awful though. She did say that, and she was worried about your anxiety.
dude, if you're
She
good
was-
looking, you can do whatever you want.
And
You
she was
get away with a lot,
invested
so.
in the you quitting smoking thing because if you think I find smoking revolting, boy, oh boy, you need to meet this Portuguese as well. So whatever's in her brain comes out of her mouth immediately. She's not
No filter.
fire. She's fire all the time. So she would let you know, James, but you haven't met her, so it doesn't matter to you. What do you care? You don't even care that I was invested. You just went back to smoking.
James,
Now, Senzo.
He's devastated. James is devastated. Like,
It happens. People let you down. I let people down all the time. James, don't worry about it. It's not just you. I don't expect you to be perfect. Now, James, what I will do though, I will separate a behavior from character because your character is actually great. You're a superb guy. That isn't. You see, I'm objective. I'm not going to change that you are.
That just feels like you're. You know what that feels like? It's like
see.
in your head, you're like, oh, maybe I went too far.
No.
Maybe I just kind of, and then you just went with the. Let me slide that in.
No.
Oh, Senzo, let's talk about you now. You know what I mean?
Because let me tell you why I'm so brilliant and so great and all the things people say. Right? Don't worry about it. I'm going to tell you. You don't have to tell me. I'm very clear in life. Is we must separate behavior from character. If somebody has bad behavior or displays bad behavior a couple of times, it doesn't make them a bad person. I mean, how many times have you been upset with your girlfriend? What do? Break up with her every time you're upset with her? Of course not, because you know the character's good. A bad behavior is not the end of the world, so don't worry about it, Jimbo. Right now, I'm in my feels, feel like a little bit let down. Do I think you're a great guy still? You better believe I do. So don't worry about it. Long term, you're going nowhere, pal. We're going to have a great time. We're going to make a great sports show today. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I mean, you did quit quitting, but you know that. So both
quit quitting.
The thing is, it's like an egg and steak meal. They're on the same plate. I can't separate them. The oil from the eggs on the steak. You know what I mean?
You mean yolk?
Yolk. Well, there's oil as well. You know, eggs are pretty badly cooked. That's why I don't go to rubbish restaurants. I'd obviously have a Benedict. I obviously wouldn't be eating.
Who's Benedict?
Eggs.
Benedict with the hollandaise sauce. You went to Saints. Okay, don't worry.
Yeah, industrial area. That's what happens. You're all about the hammers and tongs, boy.
It was a joke. It was a joke because it's a name.
It was a yoke.
Who's Benedict?
It was a yoke.
It was a yoke. No, this.
It was a yoke. Let's go. I'm all in. I'm all in. Jimbo, now does this feel like a little bit of character assassination? On your part?
Yes.
Really? Do you feel attacked? Do you want a safe space?
How do I word this?
As it is.
Speak your truth. Speak your truth, James. Like Oprah would say.
Wow.
I don't like Oprah though.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Clearly, we must move on from you. You going through whatever. Just like you did to quitting smoking. I'm going to quit you for now. I'm going to go to Senzo. Senzo, let's talk a little bit about Dave Beckham. You like him? What else do you like, pal? Movies?
Yeah. Love movies.
Now, the man sitting next to you at the moment he's in big trouble with his lady, by the way.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that's going to play out through the weekend. Maybe even next week. He said Batman's the greatest movie ever made.
No, he didn't.
Oh, he was... Okay.
No, he didn't.
That was a lie. He's 50% of a duo that said Batman's the greatest movie of all time.
That's also incorrect.
Can't really get into it. Karabo was here.
Which Batman?
So, while I answer your question, I will tell you that that's false information.
Okay.
It's on a podcast. I mean, people can listen to it.
The Dark Knight with Heath Ledger and the Joker, and
so you like all Chris Nolan's ones?
No, just that one in particular. That
Best movie ever made.
That's not what I said.
Ever.
That's not what I said. I'm
Okay.
so dumb with
Okay,
this.
what's the... Okay. James.
Pull yourself towards yourself.
James, okay, I'll ask you. What is the best movie ever made, in your opinion?
Ooh.
Or even top 3?
Ooh.
Without really thinking about
What's your favorite movie?
Probably...
Because don't do numbers with James either. You went to after.
This is just like a whole show
Okay,
of...
forget about him.
Well, I mean...
Forget about him.
Probably... Maybe The Truman Show
Okay.
or Dead Poets Society.
Okay.
Batman's definitely in the top 5.
Okay.
Okay, so there you have it. Okay. So Zenzo, what kind of movies do you like?
I'll watch anything, really.
Really? Big on the... What you thinking? LeBron's bringing out... there's been a bit of talk. You know, MJ, if you support Michael Jordan. Of course, everyone says no one will ever make one like that one. Blah, blah. You know how that's going to go. Your thoughts on what LeBron's got coming up?
So what is he? Was he going to play against robots this time?
Look, I probably won't watch it anyway because I'm still...
I'm curious. I'm curious like that.
Yeah, I didn't love the first one. I don't really like animation. But okay. You going to watch it?
What do you mean you don't like animation?
I'm not into it.
How many people can say they've been in a movie with Bugs Bunny, dude?
No. Listen, I'm Team LeBron James.
Yeah,
So-
but like, how many people can say they've been in a movie with Bugs Bunny?
two. LeBron, well, starred LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Two.
Yeah, and they deserve it. They're the two greatest of all time.
Exactly.
And I know you like Kobe as well.
Yeah, exactly.
But so that's coming out. You're gonna go to the big screen for that one?
No, I'm not gonna go to the big screen for it. No, I'll wait till.
Yeah, till it's we can actually consume it on Netflix, or someone will buy it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Till we.
James, you into animation?
I love animation.
Yeah. Although there was a time you told me it's because you watch it with your lady. So does she like it, and now you are forced to like it?
No, I think like I'll even watch animations when I'm like at home alone. That sounds really sad. I'll watch animations when I'm at home alone. I just like enjoy the sort of.
Are you one of those people, those anime people?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
You're one of those anime
I am
people.
absolutely not one of those
Hey,
people.
when anime people like get into it, it's like,
Jeez.
how can you not like Naruto, dude? Like, it's the storytelling, dude.
Bro, the storylines and like and you're just like, okay.
Like, I'm not freaking Japanese or a hipster. Get out of my face. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, it's so cool to like Naruto, dude. And now it's become cool to be like, oh, like Naruto's a bit commercial. Like,
Yeah,
I've heard
exactly.
some of them now saying this. It's like, oh, this, just get out of here, pal. And I know what you mean when you say like anime people.
I know, anime people.
And they're so real, dude.
They take the fun out of watching like
Yo,
cartoons. You're just like, can I just be a kid again?
Yes, like I'll and then do you know what the worst thing you can say to an anime person is? And I'm sure, or maybe you guys haven't been through this. Yeah, I used to love Dragon Ball Z. Oh, you know that. Oh.
Bro, don't even get me started.
It's wild, eh?
And Dragon Ball Z is awesome, by the way.
Dude,
Dragon Ball Z's
awesome.
vibes.
who
dude.
doesn't like?
It's
But
vibes,
don't
man.
say it to Naruto and those. Those. People have 3 hard drives of just anime.
Speaking of characters, guys, Vegeta is top 3 characters of all time.
Bro, the turnaround. I mean, from heel to babyface of Vegeta, because we thought he's going that way, and then Vegeta, great character.
What? He's the only guy that dares calls Goku Kakarot. Only guy. But I think he's got SMS. I think he's got short man syndrome.
What you had better not say that in and around some people.
No, I know. Trust me.
They are real though. Like, I'm so glad you brought that up. They are real, like cult members, right? Like once anime people get together, and it goes that way immediately. Like,
Quickly.
have you seen? Because the Japanese animation stuff goes adult as well,
Yes,
and
yes, yes.
friends of mine have shown me stuff, and they're like, no, we get over that. It's about the storyline. I'm just like, okay, this is taking on a whole new dimension.
It's a bit
right
dark.
now. Yeah. Like, okay, first of all, maybe I am insecure about my masculinity, but now there's just 2 dudes watching a naked lady who's animated with a sword. No, like, I don't know if you know any of that stuff.
Hey,
like,
man, you must understand, there are about 7 billion, almost 8 billion of us.
what's it?
And people are going to like weird stuff, or what you consider weird.
Sure.
So we're different, so.
James, anime?
I'm good, dude.
Seen Dragon Ball Z, pal. Ah!
I love Dragon Ball Z.
Who doesn't?
And they cancel you from there.
Oh, bro. No.
cancelled.
God. What's a noob? Oh, no. What's casual? Yeah. You're a casual.
Is that what it's called?
No,
Yeah.
like if you're not
Yeah,
properly.
you've been cancelled.
casual.
Yeah. No, Dragon Ball Z, you're a casual.
No, I can't. Sorry?
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z. My brain just
It's okay.
short
It's
circuit.
okay. You're going through a lot today, James.
Dragon Ball Z vibes.
Yep.
Outside of that,
I'm not
Also,
an
anime is hard to watch. Like,
it is.
It's
kind
badly
of, huh?
dubbed. It's not edited well.
Yeah.
Well, it's edited in an like. I've kind of seen Asian film and stuff like that. That's how they edit and cut, even in an animation. It's done in a different way. It's presented. In Hollywood, we so like clean transitions and
Yeah, that's true, actually.
like it's yeah.
Robots.
Just hey, give it not there. It's
And feels like you should be watching anime in a dark room and it's raining and it's just like.
yeah. No. We've done well to address this. This is I bet you there are a lot of people out there that have been thinking this about anime people in the world. Having said that, there's probably anime people who are going, who the hell are these guys? Why are they even talking about Naruto in 2021? They're
Imagine.
going to blog about it now. Yeah, we listen to some show.
Please cancel the show right now.
Yeah, like, why do you guys even think you can talk about Naruto? You don't even know the Nagasaki tribe or whatever there is in there. It's not racist. That's Japanese.
They're like Beyonce fans.
on my friend group this morning, they were two of my mates made anime references or jokes.
yeah.
And I had no idea what was going on.
Oh, is that why you were laughing so hard? Just now.
Because I know that these two people love anime. And I'm like,
James, you know, it's okay. It's okay. Like, everything's not for everybody. Sometimes it's okay to sit on the bench. Like,
yeah, I'm okay on the bench with anime.
No, that's a good thing. That's yeah.
I'm fine on the bench.
You do you.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the corporates have got this right.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you're awesome, but you're not for us.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you need to take that approach.
Yeah.
That's good, guys.
Sure.
You guys have helped me along here.
It's like Bovril and Marmite.
Both awful.
I agree.
Both need to, along with Chelsea's new home kit, burn all of them in a volcano.
Wow,
all
you
of
said
them.
something bad about Chelsea.
No.
Bovril's pretty good.
I've been saying to people.
Did you say Bovril's good?
Bovril on
Bovril on anything.
No.
Bovril on warm white toast.
This is going to get racial. This is going to get racial because it has to. White people have some of the worst eating habits I've ever seen. South African white people. Stop the cheap mayonnaise with crap ham on white bread when I come to your house when I was younger. I need to turn the clock back. Terrible.
Traumatized them.
Oh, terrible.
cheap mayonnaise.
Yeah, like the
Not Cross
what's
and
the green
Blackwell.
one? Oh, see, that's the cheap one.
No, that's the one, dude. Cross and Blackwell's the mayonnaise.
not with just like obviously I'd never eat mayonnaise, James. 8% body fat, you know that.
Wow.
No. But
Sorry, can I just tell you, he used to eat mayonnaise by the jar. Anyway, continue.
yeah, I did. But stop with that. And then there's this Bovril thing.
Just saying.
There's this
Bovril's-
Bovril and Marmite thing.
Bovril's lit, dude.
Dear white
No.
people, if you ever date
Vibes.
a black man or a white lady,
Bovril.
I love
Bovril.
Never.
Bovril's good.
there's
They
no
put-
Bovril in black houses.
And they put it on Previta with cheese.
Yo,
And you just
Okay, that's-
what are we eating?
That's- nah.
Yo,
having
yo.
cardboard.
Nah.
Yeah.
No, let me tell you what you do, right? So you take white bread, right?
Shouldn't be
No,
eating
I
bread.
don't mean it racially.
Yes. Because there's brown bread as well. So
Exactly.
it's fine. It's fine.
You take white bread, put it in the toaster.
Is that white people's bread or the actual bread?
Explain yourself.
No, I don't know.
I'm alone. I'm alone.
Where?
Yeah, right
Well,
now.
I
With
don't,
the Bovril,
I
yes,
don't
with
see
the
color.
Bovril,
I
yeah.
just see people.
Well, apparently you do.
So he's looking to me like I eat Bovril. I've never
I'm
done
looking to you like, why are we going racial when I said I didn't mean
But
this
you
racial?
said there was white bread. You were adamant that it was white bread.
You take any bread that you want.
Yes.
There you
Okay.
go.
That makes sense. I'm happier with that. I'm Hollywood. I will squeeze any sort of neutrality out of you. Okay. So you take bread.
Take bread, put it in the toaster.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then you take it out
Okay.
and you put butter on it, and the butter needs to. I don't know why I kept that part in.
They're
the
taking it
story.
out. No, it's fine. You're telling the whole story. You're putting me in your
You're very
kitchen.
thorough.
Yeah, I'm in your kitchen as you.
You're very thorough.
Right. So then you put butter on it, but quite a bit of butter. Quite a bit of butter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. And then that melts on the bread.
Okay.
So you got to do it as soon as you take it out of the
Got you.
toaster.
Because of the heat, science.
Exactly.
Get.
Melts nicely, and you got some splotches of butter here and there.
Yeah.
And then it's cool. Then you put the Bovril on, and the Bovril kind of mixes with the butter, and it's
So wait, now I must eat warm Bovril.
it's one of the greatest things I've ever had in my
thanks.
entire life.
Now,
I'm
do you
okay
know,
with not knowing. Eh?
do you know that the British drink Bovril? So they'll warm it up
What?
like a tea. Yes.
Why do they do that?
As far as
The-
I know, they put it in tea. They don't
No.
They
Hey,
warm it up like tea.
throw it in there. They'll have a tiny like a tot. Real thing. I'm telling you,
What does
real
it do
things.
for them?
Well, you've been to the UK. The British diet is toilet. I'm sorry, like British.
That's what
You have to go to like a nice. Well, that's a whole different reason.
Oh, but like your
Yeah.
diet and your teeth, there has to be some correlation there.
Hey Jimbo, James's stepdad is
A dentist.
is British, and did he ever do that at home?
What, warm up Bovril?
Yeah.
Mm.
No, yeah, no. They'll drink it like a tot. But okay, so you've seen them put in tea as well. Okay, so yeah.
So as far as I was aware, you put it in the tea. You don't drink it like.
Wait.
No,
So you put it in the tea and then you put milk in that tea.
I don't know if you put milk in.
Okay.
But as far as I know, like adding Bovril was like a thing that you did
I must
Where?
Google this.
with like British people and.
Oh,
Bovril.
okay, just British people. No. Listen, okay, I didn't know about the tea thing. I just know that some of my mates used to just pop it in the microwave, and yeah, no, real. I'm telling you, a real thing that's happening on the ground with the human species in 2021, Homo sapiens.
Surely it's because it gets a really high. It becomes a really high temperature, so it keeps you warm. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. I don't want to guess it. What it is revolting. Can we agree on that?
Yes,
No, but you like Bovril, so you
I
can't
do,
just
but
say
I would-
yes now.
but I would never put it in a microwave and heat it up and then drink it.
You kind of heated it up with the bread, though. I mean, so Bovril. and-
Bovril's vibes, dude, and butter. Like lots of butter and not too much Bovril, because too much Bovril like if you put too much, then it's game over. It's too salty. Your tongue's dead for the next 3 weeks.
Yeah.
You got to put like the right amount, lots of butter, and I prefer it on white toast.
Well, it makes sense.
It's
But
okay,
it
it's
can
okay.
be
But-
on brown
James,
whole wheat.
no.
We tried it on brown whole wheat or rye.
Yeah. In
I've
fact,
tried it on
are
brown.
you open
it's-
to brown?
I've tried it on brown. It's not the same.
All right.
It's not quite as good.
It's
Yeah.
not the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, brown. Yeah, I've heard brown's not quite
It's
as
the
good.
same.
Are you saying it's not quite as good or not the
Oh,
same?
same.
Because those aren't the same thing.
Not.
Mm.
Not.
All right, I'll leave it at that, James.
Slaps different.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Jimbo. Good stuff. Hey, Senzo. Okay, so Senzo will watch anything. Like most of us in society, he doesn't care as long as there's a screen in front of him. Kind of
Actually,
pass
having
the time.
withdrawal from Wimbledon and no Euro. Like it's.
Did you enjoy Euro?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and how are you feeling about getting back to the Premier League, though?
Oh, can't wait. Can't wait.
There's no comparison, though.
There's nothing like it on earth.
What was their marketing a while ago? The greatest show on earth.
I think so. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that was the one. Yeah, true.
It is the thing, right? The Premier League, like Champions League's nice as well.
Yeah,
like
Champions League's
last
nice.
16. It really.
Yeah, it's where you know
But once we.
because no one wants to watch Transport against
Oh, what was the team that beat you guys? The relegated Turkish guys.
I
Nobody
put
wants
that-
to watch
I-
United
I-
against.
that's- I put that in the back of my
Oh,
mind. We're
sorry.
not talking about me.
Was
We're
that
talking about
PTSD?
we're talking about the Premier League. We're not talking about Man United.
All right.
Please.
All right. No, that's fair.
I'm inclusive, not like James. You know, it's not all about me.
Yeah.
Hey man, I'm just here.
Yeah?
That's all I gotta say.
No, okay, so Premier League is king.
It's the one. It's the guy.
Olympics are coming up.
Oh, nice. Now
You're looking at, is there any, like, I've got a few favorite things. Table tennis, love that.
weightlifting.
Yeah, that is awesome. The weightlifting is it is a phenomenal thing to watch,
Weightlifting is the best.
especially once you get when they're getting near their records,
Yeah.
and then the commentator gets fired up, and you
yeah.
man,
And then they psych them up, and then you see it's brilliant.
it is sick. Swimming's always
Oh well, the flagship event.
Yeah.
I don't even know who swims these days besides Chad Leclerc.
it is gone, hey, because like Lochte just wants to pretend he's being robbed in the shop.
Yeah, Lochte.
So he's no good. He didn't qualify.
Trash. He's
Phelps decided to go smoke bongs.
trash. Well, how many gold medals have you won for your country?
No, I'm a Michael Phelps fan.
Lol.
So he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah,
Sit down.
I mean, I like Michael Phelps. I wasn't putting him down, but
Sorry, I was trying to be aggressive too.
that's okay. It's okay,
So
James.
who else is there?
Right now, Chad Leclerc. Who else is there?
Katinka Hosu. Yes, the
yeah.
Hungarian chick.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
good. Who else is there?
Do you know what? What's cool about the Olympics is we'll find out the new stars.
Ledecky.
Yeah. Oh, is he still doing it?
Ledecky is a woman. Okay.
Oh no, who's the Japanese dude who was competing with Phelps?
Phelps was flip.
There was that Japanese guy. Or was he Chinese?
He wasn't.
Listen, it's probably wrong if we answer that because that goes down James' street of a little bit of racism. Chinese, Japanese, separate tribes, separate countries,
Yeah, but
different race.
There's no one.
There isn't there.
Basketball. That I'm looking forward to because America have been.
They lost to Nigeria.
Yeah, and Australia.
Because Argentina, Spain, Greece,
France.
So
Those Eastern European guys.
yeah, oh, you know them. Serbia. That's going to be good.
Slovenia, Lithuania. Those guys don't mess around.
That's going to be good. Water polo will always be good. Eastern Bloc guys as well.
Yeah.
But I don't really watch the water
Water
polo.
polo. Neither do I.
There's 4 Saints guys that are part of the water polo team. I'm just saying.
What?
Nobody watches water polo
Yeah.
though. But good for
What
them.
country?
Sorry, how many Hilton guys are at the Olympics?
We probably paid for you people to go. You know?
Spoken like a true Hilton.
I mean,
Right.
it's all good and well. You're playing in the background. It's just a hobby till someone can pay for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yet you're still looting. But anyway.
No, allegedly. Nobody's been convicted.
There is video and photographic proof.
You know what the problem with St. David's and Saints guys? You guys getting emotional until
not getting
the
emotional.
court of law has actually processed this alleged case. I'm not commenting.
My
You've
guy-
heard me not commenting.
My guy, theft is theft. That's all I'm saying, dude.
No, sure. I mean, listen. But until the court of law has said it, who the hell are you, James? Huh?
It's actually right, actually.
So I'm not gonna listen to. You know what? I can't listen to the proletariat telling the kingship what to do. This is madness.
Wow.
I got Saints kids telling me what to do. I got St. David's people accusing me. I mean, what
I
mental?
didn't accuse you. I was just repeating what James said.
Oh, you're just reporting the news, not being the news.
was just...
I can't be a hypocrite there because I said that's what I was doing and you were doing it and I got triggered.
You did.
That's called a hypocrite, James. And will we have that on the show? Possibly
he's
sometimes.
Out at me. He's lashing out at innocent people. Like
I'm just sitting here, bro.
Anyway.
All right.
So you know how we said we weren't going to forget to do something?
Yeah, I mean, we're only 35 minutes into the show.
Like there's a reason.
Well, we were getting to know Senzo. He's going to be on the show now. People need to get to know him. Sorry, Senzo. James wants to make it all about him. Ladies and gentlemen, James's message verbatim last night, I have something juicy
I do.
to discuss on the show. Jimbo, take us into it. Pal, what you got?
So if you listened, watched, heard, used as background noise, the show yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay. You and I had a very good conversation about Trevor Noah and his sort of responsibility / not responsibility to say something to the South African people.
Yes.
Kind of, right?
Yes.
So that was essentially the essence of our conversation. So last night, because I have Wi-Fi now.
It's true, James.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Lives in a bit of a slummy area, but has Wi-Fi now.
I was going through Twitter.
Yes.
And in and amongst the trending topics like Varane and
Varane.
other things about politics, Trevor Noah was trending.
Good for him.
Doesn't he always, though?
Ask me why.
Tell us why.
Because people will never forgive him for being mixed race in a time when he needs to decide whether he's black or white.
That's not true.
Okay, sorry.
He's not a Michael Jackson song, so...
Well, Michael Jackson
Oof.
did die a white woman in the end. Tough.
Apparently, I heard a theory, sorry, just to go... Apparently, I heard a theory why Michael Jackson never wore shorts. Because apparently the bottom half was black. Apparently. I don't know. I don't know. But did you ever see Michael Jackson in shorts?
Now that I think about it, I've never seen that being done in shorts.
You can ask Macaulay Culkin.
Oh, Lord. All right, James, what do you have? Macaulay said nothing happened, guys. Listen to the podcast.
No, I'm not saying that he said something happened.
It was just a sleepover, and I can't...
No, but obviously, I mean, it was probably a hot day. I mean, the guy was probably wearing shorts in his own house. He's allowed to, right?
I don't know. There's so much happening.
The guy from the Backstreet Boys or NSYNC or whatever he was also said that Michael did nothing. So
yeah, there's been a... Yeah, anyway, let's move on from a white lady who tragically died, Michael Jackson,
to white ladies who are tragically protesting.
Perhaps, I don't know. Maybe
it has
you,
nothing to do with white ladies protesting. I don't know why I said that.
you were just throwing it into like a swag line.
Yeah.
It's fine. Let's move on to Trevor Noah. I think
Anyway, so I made the argument yesterday that I don't want to use the word responsibility, but I made the argument yesterday that essentially I'm kind of upset that Trevor Noah hasn't really said anything. And we had the whole conversation and you gave your input about why he shouldn't say anything or why he hasn't said anything. And people...
Okay, sorry to cut you, but why are you upset that he hasn't said something? Because he's not really a politician, so...
Oh, wait. Say what you're going to say. We'll come back to that. That's a good question.
Okay, so...
That's a good question.
So... again, probably upset's the wrong word. It was just something that I was putting thought
say
into.
what you were going to say.
No, get to your point.
Yeah, get to your point.
Okay,
We'll come back
I'm sorry,
to
I apologize.
Yeah.
Okay. So, the fact that he hadn't said anything on social media, like I'm with you and I show support to that community and this community, was something that didn't sit right with me.
Yes.
And then he was trending last night on Twitter. And not a lot of people agreed with me yesterday about our conversation. More of them sort of took your side. And so Trevor Noah was trending on Twitter last night, and I went into it, and a lot of people were saying similar stuff to me, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying majority wins and stuff.
No, I hear what you're saying.
And one of the things that one of the people said was he was very quick to come out and speak about police violence and BLM in America.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. And he was quite emotional and quite vocal about that, which I get.
Yeah.
But then your own country's essentially like falling apart.
Yeah.
You don't say a word. But like, God forbid something happens in America, then you feel like you have a voice and you have to say something on social media.
These very same people are hypocrites, though, because I bet you if we went and asked them to name the Bafana starting 11, they wouldn't know. But if I asked them the Man United 23 match, they'd know it.
There you go.
So it's the classic one. Everyone's perfect on social media because it's the classic one rule for me, one rule for the or a different rule for the others. Is that, are you like that across the board in your life? Because then, hey, stop using Samsung products. Like, if we're gonna go all the way, are we? Because we're persecuting Trevor Noah for being what Socrates called a citizen of the world. Is that Trevor Noah is entitled to be offended by, and this is why I was saying to you, it's so dangerous to make celebrities your heroes. Because Trevor Noah is entitled, if Trevor Noah wants to only talk about the Aboriginal tribes of Australia, and I said on the show the other day, I'm not into loyalty, I'm not into being patriotic, is that if Trevor Noah in his element feels that the Aboriginal people of Australia are what's on his heart, he's perfectly entitled to speak about that. This is the problem, is people only want to agree with anyone when they agree with what they want. So Trevor Noah shouldn't be compelled, and this is the problem, right? Is why is Trevor Noah compelled to care about South Africa more than where he lives?
So, yeah, again, I probably shouldn't have said like I'm upset about it, because I'm not.
No, I know what you're saying.
Like, I feel like, and I said it yesterday, like, and you might have missed it. So, like, when you're on social media, right, as a kid or whatever, and you're like 12 and you're still sort of starting out on social media, and you think that you can DM whoever and they'll respond to you. You DM, and the example I used to say was Cristiano Ronaldo, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you tweet at Cristiano Ronaldo. All you want is like a like or a reply, or
you just want him to retweet your retweet your
so
tweet.
that he knows you exist, and he knows that
you're his fan.
Yeah. And that sort of
Because
interaction,
retweeting is like the new autograph.
and
selfies
essentially, right?
Yeah.
So, and you have this sort of period of hope once you've sent out that tweet, for example.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Cristiano, I'm a fan, blah, blah, blah. You have like a sort of period of hope, and then you kind of forget about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like Trevor Noah is in a similar position where he has these people that look up to him, especially in South Africa, that come from sort of less
Impoverished
backgrounds. Yes.
Yeah.
Like Saints and St. David's.
Exactly.
Wow, I didn't say exactly. It's the Saints guy that said exactly. But carry on.
And Trevor Noah came from that background as well, right? So people see that that's his story. He comes from this and now he's got a $44 million mansion in the US. And yes, I get the story, super cliche, and he worked from nothing and got everything and blah, blah, blah.
No, but it's true.
It's true, though.
But that's what I'm saying, though.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, especially in this country, can relate to him. A, because he's South African. B, because he's had a journey where a lot of people in this country have started.
Absolutely.
Right?
True.
And that's why I feel like him saying something, not that he's a politician again, would give a lot of people hope. You said, is he a politician or whatever, right? Then why did he say anything during BLM? Like, that was a time for, James, activists and stuff come out.
James. But also, like, if something's... He lives in America, right? If something's on your doorstep, like, what do you expect him to keep quiet about it? And look, like, he is in America. So you must understand that as well.
I get that, but...
He's a black man in America.
I do understand that. But
so, okay, would he be more affected? Let's say he was living in South Africa still, because they're not looting in Bryanston and affluent areas and stuff like that. Would he be really that affected?
If he was living in South Africa, I guarantee you he would say something on social media. Guaranteed you.
So are you suggesting he's kind of playing to the crowd?
I think so. Like,
but he's a celebrity. So that's what celebrities do. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. When you make celebrities your hero, they are playing to the money and the crowd.
Exactly.
They are like, celebrities are not worried about you and me working every day.
What about the bag, dog?
I know that pretense is there, but he's playing now. Also, those issues may be on his mind. Like, you see, I believe in being an international citizen, and Trevor Noah owes South Africans nothing.
True.
Dave Matthews owes South Africa nothing.
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk owes South Africa nothing.
Dave Matthews, Saints boy. Just
Saints
saying.
guy.
Sorry, just putting that out there. Sorry.
No, I don't listen to his music.
Yeah. No, but do you understand what I'm saying? It's like, I don't, for me, the dimension I don't understand with anybody, and South Africans, I mean, I can understand why they hate Dave Matthews, actually, because he's been super anti-South African, but okay, whatever, he's brilliant. I'm not upset by him because he owes us nothing.
It's like when people they're like, yo, why doesn't Elon Musk give Pretoria? I was like, guys,
For what?
For
This
what?
bruh's not gonna do anything.
But again, it's this. I know it's in a tragic moment, and I like the ideal would be to pander to let's all be nice to each other. But Trevor Noah owes nobody a thing. He's in America now. Like South Africa couldn't pay him as well. Do you think Trevor Noah went to America because he wanted to go? No, there's more money.
But then the thing is, then don't preach the gospel about how I'm a proud South African. Like, don't do that then.
But why can't you be more than one thing? Let me tell you something that's funny to me. People can't wait when I'll just use this example. And it's not a color thing, but it's whenever Europeans can speak an African language, they learn an African language. It's like,
It's amazing.
And people can, we call it multiplicity. Whenever an African person does it, and it doesn't need to be black or white. It's like, oh no, and we'll use Trevor Noah because I know what he's going to be accused of. Keep it real and be black. What the hell does that mean? When a Swiss person learns to speak Shona, you celebrate it. When Trevor Noah wants to be an international citizen, oh, you're not being black enough. Like the problem is on Twitter, they'll always change the rules. I hear what you're saying. Again, I think.
I also hear what James
I think your core tenet is correct. It's like, bloody hell, the people in the KZN are going through hell, right? And you'd like an empathy on a large platform, and you'd ideally like Trevor Noah. What I'm saying is, Trevor Noah owes nobody nothing. He doesn't owe a soul, a thing, and
nobody anything.
Yeah, anything. But who put it on him? No, he's an American now. Yeah,
nobody.
I see what you did there. Yeah, nobody. No, but do you know what I'm saying? Is that Trevor Noah doesn't owe us a thing, and I don't know where this world came from, where people start to expect celebrities to be the height of philosophical inquiry, because this is actually a deeply philosophical matter.
Yes.
As you know only too well. You educated us yesterday.
Look, what can I say?
Yeah, on Immanuel Kant. A lot of people are saying I educated you, but that's fine.
I believe the term was deontology.
Yes, it
is
was.
What it was.
But what we're talking about now is it's a deeply philosophical issue. I don't want to hear from a comedian. But I hear what you're saying, James.
True.
I'm not completely disagreeing with you. It's like, why did we put these? It makes no sense to me that we've put celebrities in a place where we think in our crises a comedian should be our pillar of hope. Like, it scares me. I'm not talking you down, James. Because I know this is the general way we've gone, and maybe it's because I'm old.
Let me tell jokes. Let me just tell the jokes. Like, you guys can.
And by the way, I don't mind if you do get involved in that world. I'm not saying comedians cannot. I'm just saying, it's all good when things are going well, and politics is everywhere all the time.
True.
Like these people that say keep politics out. Listen, if you buy a packet of Doritos, there's economic politics in there.
Yeah, true.
So these people that say keep politics out of sport.
Politics don't affect me.
Politics are everywhere, Paul. You bought a car.
Yes.
Oh, well, you know where it came from? Probably Japan, America. You know what has to happen for that? International relations. Because there was a time when cars couldn't come into South Africa, and it was illegal, actually, and our previous government were getting German cars illegally in this country, right? It's called international relations. Politics. Everything is politics, right? All the time. If you want to have an opinion, by the way, I say have at it. But when I get to really, really important stuff, I want to hear from serious people. Because the lives of people, maybe, again, we're from different generations. And James, I hear you, dude. I like the core message of what you're saying. I hear you because you are a very empathetic, caring person. And you're like, dude, you've got a massive platform. And hope is an important thing to you. You just think, hope is a vibe for you. And he could get it to, what's his following? 50 million people.
But then again,
take out the bots, 35 million, right?
But then him not saying anything might be him being responsible with his platform because, he
knows his and again, James, so having said the BLM thing, is that also you must remember his influence circle. I don't know Trevor Noah. I don't really follow the celeb world like that, but what if he's hanging out with Dave Chappelle and Kevin Hart and like
the man's bumping fists with Jay-Z and Beyonce.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that's his world. We must also remember Trevor Noah's world is not our world.
It's very different.
I bet you they aren't talking about Carl Niehaus ever.
No.
You know what I mean? For them, it's Jay-Z's trying to buy an NFL team.
He's probably shooting the fat with Jerry Seinfeld as we speak now.
Do you know? That's Trevor Noah's reality. It's like, James, if somebody who's not you, let's just say somebody you don't know cheats on their wife, right? You see it, right? You see it for whatever reason. You don't now make that your world, right? You only care about if your girlfriend cheats on you, really, right?
Yeah.
You're like Trevor Noah's reality is America right now and has been for an incredibly long time now. And so what are people saying? What's the feel? Or what's your take? What do you want to hear from people like Trevor Noah, and who else is big in South African that's overseas? Is there
Charlize Theron.
But Charlize is American now. She left us. Who?
Sholto Copley.
Copley is an actor, singer.
He was in the A Team and District 9.
Oh, okay. So actor.
As far as I know, he lives in Cape Town though, so he is South African.
Cool. Did he say anything? I don't know if you could.
I don't think so. I'll have a look.
But okay, is there anybody who you'd want to like? What do you think about the Trevor Noah thing? Because I think
for me, like, it's just the first that I'm hearing about it, like about Trevor Noah and all that. But I'm just like, guys, let the guy live his life. Like,
yeah, it's a tough situation. But hey, Jimbo, I have to say I do hear what you're saying. It is we do need, but I don't know if what's he going to say that's constructive. Because being nice sometimes isn't constructive, especially when
he's going to go help people clean up. What is he going to do?
So the sort of overall thing.
Because the thing is, he's going to throw money at the problem, and then you guys are going to say, "Oh, yeah, he's throwing money at the problem."
So, yeah, I don't believe in throwing money at things. It's such a Gen Z thing to say. I don't believe in money, guys.
No, dude.
I want to pay for things with love.
It's about connection. That's why I like going to Ultrafest and you know what I mean, where we barter.
Says the rich person, the crazy trust fund.
Yeah. Or every trust fund kid is that one, eh?
Yeah, money. It's not all about money.
Yeah, on a yacht. On a yacht. By the way, hey, if you're a trust fund kid, I got no problems with you. Enjoy your parents' money. I know. I'm not angry at anyone. My life, like, I get to work with awesome people, and I'll make fun. Now, will I make fun of you? You better believe it.
It's like when people go like, okay, let's say we talk about guys that get girls. No, he only gets girls because he has money. I was like, well,
yeah,
the game is using what you have.
James, let's move on. I can't add to that. Beautifully put. Now, you're saying Trevor Noah. Are you clapping for? Are we clapping for the doctors? I think we're about 2 years late, though. Remember, we were clapping at a stage.
We were clapping at a stage.
Yeah, that was at night.
So, okay.
Thank you for your service.
Woo! The thing is, okay, so hypothetically, right? Let's say there's a family of 5 people, and the like 3 of the people in that family are involved in the protests, right? Or in the looting, sorry. And let's say they look up to Trevor Noah and he's like a big thing in their lives.
Yep.
I think Trevor Noah coming out and saying something like, guys, let's not do this.
Yeah.
There's other ways to go about this, blah, 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 whatever he says. That could change, or depending on what he says, it could change the perspective of the entire situation for those 3 people in that family that are part of the looting.
Yeah.
Which changes the perspective of 5 people, essentially, right?
I hear you. It's possible. I don't necessarily need to agree, but I hear where you'd like it to go.
Yeah, where he wants to go with it. And I just think it's deeper than that. Like, it's so many dynamics and like.
But fair enough. Listen,
no, it is fair.
James. Fair enough. You ideally, what you're saying is, my God, I wish the situation would get better. Really, like let's cut away. It could be person X who's Trevor Noah, is anybody who you feel could say something to, number one, in the immediacy, soothe the emotional side, because the physical side, there's nothing we can do, most of us. I think I don't have to disagree completely. I don't have to throw the proverbial baby out with the proverbial bathwater. So I can say I agree with the core sentiment, whilst I don't agree with the need for celebrities to be heroes. So I think we're on the same page. In some sense. And wow, so hey, if you can't rely on people on Twitter, I don't know who you can rely on. And if they're saying Trevor Noah should say something, I mean, my God, those are some of the smartest, most objective, most rational people in the world, aren't they?
Hey, I mean, some of these tweets had some substance to it, like taking
Barf roll and putting it on warm toast.
no, the opposite stance to mine and similar stances to mine and stuff like that. Like the one said he was quick to criticize things going down in South Africa when we had those farm attacks and stuff.
Yep.
But now he's just aware, guys. I'm in my Beverly Hills match. So like that one kind of made sense to me. There was also just a bunch of stupid stuff about how, like, there's a screenshot of him fist bumping Beyonce, and someone says like, "You think Trevor Noah cares or whatever?"
You know what the other problem with social media is that people always hold you prisoner to your worst moment. Also, like I think Senzo was saying, is people can evolve. Maybe he realizes. I don't know Trevor Noah. I've never ever spoken to him. Maybe Trevor Noah was advised by somebody that was a bad idea. Like we're allowed to evolve. Being 25 is not the same as being 30. Why? I bet you not a single person on Twitter, I bet you, I'm almost willing, has said, by the way, Trevor Noah might have evolved in his PR, in his intelligence, in his, okay, I'm a comedian, what spaces.
Yeah.
Plus, now I'm not just a comedian. I am on top 10 biggest platforms in entertainment in the world. There are certain things I just can't get involved in. And even if I get involved in the BLM thing, Hollywood's in that stream.
Yeah.
So there may have been people who are advising him, like, Trevor, here's where we are. There's a big PR team. Well, like, nobody takes that sort of nuance into account. And I know people who are that Hollywood level, and I know how big their PR staff is. I know how big CAA, which is the agency of all agencies. I know how big that. I've spoken to people in there about the PR side of things, and we don't know Trevor Noah's world. It is
we can't fathom
it is so controlled. Like a lot of people
fathom
think he'd just make this decision on his own.
and just pick up a phone and just
It is so discussed, like, because one bad tweet from him, he
That's
loses
it.
the job
Everything.
of a lifetime. And it
Everything.
doesn't need to be wrong. Upset the left, upset whoever, upset the LGBTI community. Just one. All it
think
takes.
about it like Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what?
Uh-huh.
That's even too far. Think of it as Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart had a tweet 10,
About-
15 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, it was a while ago.
Yeah,
right?
about homosexuals and all
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
And he lost the Oscar gig.
Yeah.
So Trevor may. I'm not saying. I'm also not saying this
No,
is true.
it's Trevor Noah.
No, what did I say?
Trevor May.
Trevor May. I thought John Mayer. No, wrong. Trevor Noah he may have evolved. People evolve, dude. If you met me at 20 and you met me now, you wouldn't. You'd say you're lying. It's two different people. You know, people evolve, but Twitter won't give you that. They will always hold you to a worst moment, and everyone's perfect on social media. Ultimately, James, there are elements of what you're saying I agree with. And Senzo, I think I hear you as well. And I just want to say to myself, I hear myself as well.
I hear me too in my earphones.
Yeah, because of technology.
Yay.
Okay, good stuff. This has been good stuff. A lot of people saying, is this still a sports show?
Yes. Sometimes.
A lot of people saying that. What we're going to do is we're going to take a break. Coming up after the break, this is called a tease in the biz. I'm going to talk about kits because it's all about swag now. Can we just stop? It's not about football anymore.
Yeah.
I want to go with my mates who's got the sickest kit. And maybe, James, you're from the douchebag Gen Z generation. What are the kicks right now to have? I'm going to write it down. Top 3 kicks. Say it right now, James.
Shoes.
Yes.
Whoa.
I like that. Kicks is too street for you, James. That's great. I love that.
Wait, what age group are we looking at here?
Your
This is like
age
the
group.
vibey ones. huh?
Your life. Tell me your life. You're 24?
High top Converse kicks.
I've got those, though.
Yeah, but those
I thought you were going to give me...
Oh, you said you don't do high tops.
Yes.
Except my, of course,
Yeah, but also
my limited edition ones.
the-
Chuck Taylors. I mean, get out of here.
Just write it down. I'll explain to you why.
Okay, so what? Sorry, what is it?
High top Converse shoes.
Okay, so
I'll explain
Converse,
to you why. Just write it down.
Chuck Taylors or just Converse in general?
Is
Not the
there-
same thing. Yeah, you can get Converse that aren't Chuck Taylors, but anyway, it's a whole different thing. Okay, I
Chuck
presume you mean the
Taylors.
ones I've got.
Yeah,
Okay.
and the ones like Paolo has the white ones. Michael's also
Chuck
got
Taylors,
the white
yeah.
ones. Yeah.
Stan Smiths are pretty neat.
Oof,
How much?
that's big. That's
Bless you.
my schoolers in Nelovo talk there. Yeah, the fact that you don't even know what Stan Smith is. That's James. That's you know where you get Stan Smiths? Something called the boutique store. James, you're not getting that at Stutterford's or wherever you shop with your yuppie.
Oh, these.
Yeah.
No, but-
It's not Ed Hardy, James. You're not getting it at...
Stan Smiths are for every occasion, dude.
But it says Stan Smith Adidas. Is it an Adidas thing?
Or they might have a collaboration.
Yes, yeah, they're Adidas. Yeah.
Oh, these shoes.
They're dope.
I like these.
Yeah,
These are vibes, dude.
Timeless.
Yeah, vibes.
Timeless. You won't look like a fool.
Vibes.
Stan Smith.
Vibes.
Stan Smiths.
James, who can afford a pair of Stan Smith? You yuppies.
They're not actually as expensive as you think.
What are we talking
It's a collab with Adidas.
Well, I wouldn't-
874, 844.
Okay, no, but I mean real Stan Smith. I don't mean rubbish
okay.
collabs.
So
with
you
for
want to
the-
go
for the
high-end
plebs.
sneakers?
No, I'd never. No. My God, I
let's-
can't afford Stan Smiths.
Let's stick with affordable. Adidas Stan Smith.
But so would you buy those though?
I've got 2 pairs of them. I didn't
Of
know they
Adidas
were
Stan
called-
Smiths?
I didn't know that they were called Stan Smith.
What? So you just okay?
So that rich doesn't even look at the price tag. Okay,
Oh, man.
Stan Smith.
I had no idea that.
No, because you're a baller. That's cool, dude. That makes you more attractive.
Also, they weren't that expensive.
It's fine,
again.
James. You're rich, dude. I get it. So you shop at Woolworths. I shop Pick and Pay. I get it. Now, number 3. What you got, pal? I mean, this is dragging out now.
There was a pair of shoes that came out recently from Nike, which have like hit the market proper. I'll get the name. For
I
you
thought you'd
now.
have it. Oh my! And James is quite a swag guy. Every day he comes with new
Well,
sneakers.
he doesn't
but
know what Stan Smiths are. He just takes
Yeah.
them off the.
Guys, I didn't know that they had a name. Well, I'll get you the name of these Nikes now.
All right, so I've only got two pairs of sneakers. I mean, it hasn't worked for the outro here.
I've opened the grab. Calm. We're here already.
Unbelievable. Senzo, maybe you can. I'll write down from Senzo as well.
Yeah, but you're not a high top guy. So
No, it doesn't matter. You just tell me your favorite shoes.
Well,
top 3.
Blazers are cool. Nike Blazers.
There
Okay.
you go. That's the one I was.
Oh, you're googling Nike
yeah.
Blazers? Yeah, Nike Blazers are.
It's,
Okay, Nike Blazers.
and the
pretty
new
cool.
ones just hit the shelves, and they are
Um,
fire.
Can't go wrong with Jordan 1s, but everybody has Jordan 1s.
Jordan
Oh, but you can get the low tops.
ones.
Well, the
Probably never wear them. Wouldn't. Unless Jordan. I want to be part of Team Jordan. Only a few people are
I
there.
don't know how you feel about Vans.
Sick.
I think Air Force Ones are timeless.
Yeah, but
James, you only got 3 choices. What you gonna do here, pal? Give me your third choice.
He just gave you like 4.
No, he's not James. I want James. You're my guy.
I gave you my 4th one.
High
Third one.
tops, Converse, Stan Smith.
And the Nike
No, he said Nike Blazers. I want to know.
But that was the one I.
Sorry,
okay.
give me a third option there, James.
Oh, you know what's vibes?
Yeah.
The shoes I'm wearing now. What are these called again?
Ultra Boosts.
Ultra Boosts. Adidas Ultra Boosts. Dude.
Okay, cool. I'm
Vibes.
going for a jog with James.
These are the most expensive shoes I have.
Yeah, actually, Ultra Boosts. Yeah, it's you know people that wear running because it's cool to wear running shoes now, even if you don't run. So.
what active lifestyle? Is
Yeah.
that what, like a
Oh, do you know what they call it in fashion terms?
Yeah.
Sports Lux.
sports lux. Okay, Jimbo,
Sports Lux.
give me that outro. Now that's a nice way to go. Hey, Jimbo on that sports lux. Possibly single very, very soon. That hasn't been confirmed. Not a romantic, but he'll go sports lux. Ladies and gentlemen, on the other side, the greatest show on earth, the English Premier League is coming back. We'll talk about the swaggiest kits, top 5 kits, as I do every single Friday. I'll give you the Friday 5. The 5 greatest kits that you will see on your screens. Listen, I'm still saving. I said to somebody yesterday, if I'd known, I would have just waited. What I should have done, instead of saving for a television, I should have waited and looted. Now, some people saying too early for jokes. Possibly, if you're in the KZN, we are with you. But listen, I do need a new TV, and I've been saving for months. I think I'm on month 7. Should have just waited and looted. You know what I'm saying, James?
Very correct.
No,
I
absolutely.
don't. That's incorrect.
There we go. That's
I
terrible.
don't agree. You
James
should.
has just told children out there, James Ilsley.
No.
But that is St. Stidians, right? In Randburg, industrial area.
I wasn't listening.
They will do whatever they got to do in that area. It's a working class area. It's hard nosed in Randburg. And it's just, it's industrial. You need your plumbers. James. Those types of people, St. Stidians, that's what they produce. This is the MKT Show. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you in a bit. Welcome back to a sports show. It's called the MKT Show. Now, a lot of people saying we just talked about Trevor Noah and movies in the beginning. Well, it's a sports entertainment show. Well, I don't know what to tell you, you know? So I can't make people happy. I'm single, you know? Let's make myself happy. That's what it's about. All right, welcome back to it. James.
Yes.
I've voted before.
Me too.
And that's awesome.
You've got to exercise the right to party. Isn't that a song?
Wow.
Okay.
You got to fight
Bam.
for your right
Bam, bam, bam.
to party.
Yeah. It is a song. It's not related to voting. It's just fighting for your right, I think is what James meant. There was something in that. Voting a great thing. There is a poll today.
There is a poll, but he's not a Polish person.
Not Lewandowski, no. James.
Okay. So your poll for today is... Look at me multitasking. Aren't you proud of me?
I'm not your mom, James. Read the poll.
Don't worry, James, that is pretty cool because you're doing a lot.
I am, huh?
You are doing a lot.
Right.
I mean, the guy gets paid a salary. Just do your job. You know?
Okay, so Cliff C Sport on the tweets.
Yes. What's happening on Cliff C Sport?
There's a poll.
All right.
James, what's the poll?
Yeah, what's the poll? We can't wait. The bloody hell, left my ID at home.
So your poll is Sunday sees the return of the British Grand Prix at Silverstone.
Yes.
Your question is, can Max Verstappen extend his lead in the Drivers' Championship?
I hope not.
James, what are your options?
Yes. I want to know. I want to know. I like Lewis Hamilton.
Okay.
But he's a knight.
It's coming home for real now.
So, these are your options. Yes, Max to the max.
Oh, take it to the max is the right option there.
Oh, friends.
Yeah.
So much fun.
Take it to the max. But you know what? Forgive yourself because
I do.
You took a lot of punishment in the first sort of 20 minutes of the show.
And I'm coming back.
And it might feel like your character got assassinated, but it was just feedback. So forgive yourself.
You know what they say?
Take it to the max.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Option number 2, James, is
Yes.
no, Lewis is coming.
It's coming home for real this time.
Yeah, that's what I did there because Lewis is British. Lewis is coming, and then I ran out of characters.
So I see.
So it's supposed to be Lewis is coming home, but
Yeah. Okay, no, you've worked it. You've worked an angle. You've given it a whirl. Let's stay chipper.
and I showed a little bit of bias. Your last option is what about Checo, Red Bull?
Yeah,
He's capable of getting a podium.
sure.
So currently, 50% of people are saying yes, Max to the max.
Yes.
30
Yes.
Yeah.
Red Bull.
37.5% are saying no, Lewis is coming home. And 12.5% of people are saying, what about Checo?
That's good. People have voted. Exercise their rights. Cliff C Sport. Senzo, you doing the Formula One thing? You into it?
Yeah. Who isn't?
So it's this Sunday? Me. I'm not into Formula One. Put me to sleep. They don't make noise anymore. I once...
They did release the new car for next season, and it looks
Already?
I've once watched Formula One live in Italy.
Sick. Monza.
okay.
We're in Monza. Nice.
Yeah, I was in Monza, and that was cool because the cars were loud. But now it just sounds like you ever stood in the kitchen like brand new washing machines? Like you can hear nothing. You've clearly got a rubbish washing machine, but you live in a slum area anyway. So do you have that? Do you still have like a loud washing machine?
It can go loud when it goes on like super spin cycle,
no.
but generally when it's just normal on, it's
Speaking of Formula One, like, it would be cool to go watch in Monaco, but not for the Formula One.
Now I've walked around that track. I've never watched Formula One there.
It's boring. It's a boring race.
It's yeah, because you can't overtake. Yeah.
It's a boring race.
I was gonna go watch the Vietnamese Grand Prix.
And what happened?
COVID.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we were gonna leave on the 1st of April last year,
Mm-hmm.
and we decided like 2 weeks before the 26th, which
Okay.
was the day that Cyril was like, the country's closed forever. We were leaving on the 1st of April to go to Vietnam and see my brother and go to the Grand Prix and stuff.
Who were you going to go with?
My mom.
So you, your mom, your brother, his fiance.
Yeah.
That would have been a sick time, hey?
Vibes.
Ah, sorry,
Yeah,
James.
vibes.
What you going to do?
And then we had to
Someone ate a
cancel.
bat, and then someone ate a bat, and here we are.
Oh.
Oh, actually, allegedly.
Exactly.
Allegedly, someone in Wuhan ate a bat.
someone in Wuhan did something and something happened and now we have a virus.
Now, our bats maybe slacking a little bit. Probably get a better PR team because it's pretty easy to kind of wiggle your way out of this one. Why didn't the bats just say, no, it was the dogs, or you know what I mean? Like, I ate dog in China.
Because the bats didn't have to say that, right? Didn't scientists come out and say you can't find that strain of whatever bacteria is in COVID in bats?
Yeah, but I mean, PR has spun many a thing. For how many years did we hang on to Clinton didn't have relations with Monica Lewinsky, and people believed that.
I did not have sexual relations with a woman.
So you can do anything in this day and age.
People
So,
still think Michael Jackson didn't sleep with those children.
Hey, man.
Sheepers.
I thought we were over this.
That went
so did
far,
I.
huh?
No, you took it far. It didn't.
You just had to.
No, you were on your own there at that far place. I mean, Michael Jackson, who allegedly was black from the waist down as well, which is some of the more hilarious stuff. Have you ever seen Michael Jackson without a shirt?
There's a song called Black from the Waist
But
Down.
I've seen his arms.
And what are his arms like? Are they also?
You've seen his arms as well in that video with Naomi Campbell where he's busy dancing. He's wearing a vest, dude.
Is that the new one?
No, man.
No. I'm saying was it one of the new ones in his life?
Oh, when he was... It was
Yeah.
it was when he was...
And did he do did he bleach that as well? Full bleach. Oh, that's why I never wore shorts. Allegedly.
Son of a bleach.
Son of a bleach.
If somebody can find me a photo of Michael Jackson wearing shorts, and that's why I said apparently. I wouldn't know. That's
No,
why
of course you're a journalist. Yeah, you're a big time.
I said that's why Macaulay or Richie Rich.
I found it.
wearing
Michael
shorts.
Jackson in shorts.
Yeah, but that's when he was black, man.
Yeah, is he
No,
fully
that's-
black with the
that's-
afro?
No, that's when he's white, isn't it?
No.
I'm sure it
He was
is.
transitioning. That's in between. That's not his final
Yeah,
film.
yeah, James. You know when you're making a sandwich and you forgot the gherkins in the fridge. That's
You
in
see,
between.
He's wearing shorts.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying, James? You know, a sandwich is always in between when you, I left the gherkins in the fridge. You got to go with it back to the fridge. And now the two slices are lying there just drying out with your cheap mayonnaise.
You won't find it, James, because you know Michael Jackson's publicist. Hey, you have to
I
be
think you're right,
honorable.
eh?
So Michael Jackson, huh? Top deck.
Allegedly.
There's a song
Allegedly.
There's a song called Black from the Waist Down.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that means something else, though.
Yeah, it does. It does, definitely.
How do you know that?
Because the song goes, there's like a build up and then it goes like it's like Black from the Waist Down. And it's like a vibey song, dude. It's good.
And, but how do you know what that means, James? Now that gets interesting.
Because, and I'm gonna explain to you in 1 second. Lyrics. These are the lyrics to the song.
Okay. Read it out, James. The people must know.
Your boyfriend is so posh, and his family found a Ferrari. When his stocks are on the rise, you love to chase that pace.
Wow.
Do you prefer his Rolex or his mother pretty face?
Mm.
In the club on the floor, I want some more. I'm waiting for a sign while you drink up expensive vodka. Straight to the VIP line. It's not a rap. I'm just rapping it for some reason.
Sure.
I've got to grab your attention. Locked on your sex appeal. But will you really love me? I don't have nothing to steal. No Harley, no money, no single family home. No Mac, no Windows, no iPhone.
I see what they've done there.
And then it says no Droid.
No Mac, no Windows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But I do have something special, baby, that your boyfriend will never own.
Yes.
And then that's where the build-up happens. And then he goes, I'm black from the waist down.
So is it a house track?
I think it's like EDM, if I remember correctly.
Electronic dance music. All right. No, listen. That could mean whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Athletic. Morris Green. Athletic. Big thighs. Pump it. You know what I mean? For the 100 meters.
Definitely.
Shaq, big feet.
So what are you thinking there, James? Black from the waist down? Connotation?
With the Michael Jackson one, or
Well, this song.
Your rap.
he's got 2.5 legs.
All right. Let's move on.
Is that a
No,
lot?
it's fine. By the way, in the break, something happened which I have to address. Got brought to my attention. Yeezys and Crocs.
Oh, I made a graphic for it.
What are you guys talking about? Tell me everything immediately. Now, Yeezy, that's
Kanye West.
okay.
That's his collaboration with Adidas.
With Adidas. So he started making. You remember he made T-shirts with holes in them,
Yes.
and they sold for ridiculous amounts.
Yeah.
Now he's making Crocs, which sell for ridiculous
No,
amounts.
so in his defense, he made like sort of running. What did you call it? The luxury running shoe.
Lux lifestyle. What's it? Sports Lux.
Well, Sports Lux it's a style. So Sports Lux is a style.
Yeah.
Who rocks Sports Lux?
Well, every Santa mom.
Okay. Oh, I see. Out for in her makeup, but she's got all her gym gear.
That's
Sports, and that's sports luxury.
Yeah.
Yes.
Man,
So
I didn't know that. Thank you.
He made shoes called
There's a whole thing
Yeezys.
about it on Netflix. About
Really?
Sports Lux. Yeah, I'll show it to you afterwards.
Wow. Okay, so he made these sports luxe kind of shoes where you like some
Yeezys.
people would work out in them, other people would wear them like out.
Are these the Yeezys?
Yes.
Yes, I'm aware of this. Let's move on from
Yeah.
that.
Then he made another pair of Yeezys.
Then he made slides. So he
yeah.
He started with slides. Slides are slops, by the way.
Okay.
And then now,
And now he's made those contraptions that's on your screen right now.
Oh, good lord.
And those are Yeezys also. That would have been a good name. Yeezys
Those are Crocs.
also.
Oh, good lord. What are they going for? Do we know?
1,700 Rand.
So that's $100,
those
give
are
or
the
take.
cheap ones.
$80, $70,
Those are the
$80.
cheap ones.
Yeah, these are the cheap ones. Son.
There's one for $1,172, which is
Dollars?
which is about 16,000 Rand or 17, closer to 17,000 Rand.
Are those signed by him? What the?
No, they were ones for £895.
That's some people, that's 2 months of rent for some people.
There's a pair of shoes there that's 20K.
Yeah, well, I mean, Tabombeki was wearing what, 300,000 Rand shoes, Italian. I don't even want to know what Cyril's shoes cost.
Sorry,
so
let me reword that. There's a pair of these shoes.
for how much?
20K, bro.
20K American or 20K South African?
South
20K South African.
So what's that?
Why are we converting?
$1,200.
1,400.
I was supposed to say, why are we converting this?
Because dollars are the only thing that matter. Nobody cares about rands, James. This show's
True.
in Bahrain as well, you know? Not everyone uses the dollar. Our listeners, like people here, 12,000 Rand. And they're like, oh, well, I've got monopoly money as well. Do you know what I mean?
The world doesn't revolve around certain countries, okay?
No, the dollar is
No, but
international.
some sports sneakers will, the price of some sneakers it'll make you
No,
vomit.
everything's in dollars. Like you should think in dollars all the time.
So out of 10, what do you give these?
-3.
Out of 10, huh?
Mm.
Am I alive when I'm doing this rating?
Do you mean you're live when you're wearing
Well,
them?
I just want to know what dimension in the world I would be rating these shoes. What happened? You know, let's do it fully.
Okay.
Did I just break up with somebody? What state of mind am I in as you're asking me this? Let's create a whole scene around it.
You are...
Did I just see my ex-girlfriend with a better looking guy
I know
than me
who's-
at the shops?
I know who these shoes are for, but like, go on.
Okay, so you are...
Pre-pandemic? Now.
You are post-pandemic.
Okay, so it's fine. We're
Um,
all kissing, making out at clubs with
Yeah.
with girls we don't know. Yeah.
You actually have a connection with a girl
Okay.
for the third time in your life.
Did I meet her at the club, or did I meet her at a flea market?
You actually met her on Tinder. You wanted to see what the vibe around Tinder was like. You tried out Tinder. That's how you...
Okay, it's a little unrealistic, but okay.
Yeah. So is post-pandemic.
Oh, but
Hey!
Kajaboo!
Whoa!
No hope.
Nailed
Melancholy,
it.
pal. Let's go. Hey.
Hashtag hopeless.
Alrighty. That's why you need Trevor Noah. I see why you need Trevor Noah to tweet now. Okay. So post-pandemic, I've met
Tinder.
You know, obviously she's a particle physicist. You know.
Yup,
Yeah,
definitely.
she ticks all the boxes. Yeah.
She actually created that. What's that thingy called? The big one in Europe. The big atom accelerator thing.
Now I did an internship there, so I know exactly what you're talking about. It's intern. So it's called the Large Hadron Collider. But I like what you were doing there. Yes, yeah.
He got you.
It looks like you're going upstairs for the third Empire decision.
I just realized
Billy Barden. You look like Billy Barden.
I realized the shoe is still on the screen.
Yes.
That's
No,
my bad.
it's fine. It's fine. So
Oh, must I keep it on the screen?
well, so I've met the dream girl post-pandemic. We're living the dream life.
Yes, you're living your best lives. She works on the Large Hadron Collider.
That's a mess. What you're doing there. It's as much of a mess as these shoes.
Oh, I've got to bring them back. That's my bad. And you're feeling spontaneous.
Does she like them? Is that the pressure?
She thinks they are
Swag.
one of the worst looking things in the world.
Okay, so I'm giving them a rating from that. Okay, well, they exist, so they have to be a 1. You know, I never think you can give less.
Fair enough. He's right. Can't give a minus rating.
And 2. I'd give them a 2 because he's managed to get them to a retail store. That's all he gets. That's a car crash of a design.
But do you know what the funny thing is about these shoes? They're going to sell.
Oh, are you kidding me?
They're going to sell.
Yeezy, you know, I know somebody who will buy something because there's a particular person, if they buy that thing and they have it, and these are real people, by the way.
Do you know who this shoe is for?
Mm.
The rich kids who are emo, that are going through things, and
Yes.
they're going to Coachella.
That's very true.
But so my thing is, do you wear them with socks or are they more like sandal vibes?
Whatever, dude. You're wearing them.
James, if you have enough, if you have $2,000 to spend on Crocs,
You can.
The
wear
price
them
is
with
not-
whatever.
yeah.
You can wear them in your pajamas, man.
yeah.
I just wonder, like, where's the sort of fashion?
You know what? My European friends do tell me all the time how South Africans actually lack fashion because we don't. It's not in our culture. You know, it's just not like everywhere you go in South Africa. What we do care is about food. We've got some of the best food in the world. Is when you go and see European fashion and sneakers, it's a very different world because
they're ahead.
we get influenced a lot by America. You know, the sneaker jump look is European sneakers look very, very different. If you go to Paris, you been to Paris? Oh, you haven't been to Europe yet. You've told me
been
that.
to Europe now.
But you see, like they talk about the British and laugh at them all the time. It's a whole different world. So this is like that vibe, you know, like
We get hand-me-down swag.
yeah, you know
No,
what it's
seriously.
like. Yeah, we do. No, we do. We
We're
don't
probably
even see
wearing.
the full
We're probably wearing what they were wearing in Europe 7 years ago.
Yeah, it's not to put ourselves down. Fashion's not in the center of our consciousness.
So Ultra Boosts have come and gone, huh?
Oh, bro.
Dead meat, dead food, blood.
That makes me kind of sad.
You're yesterday's child.
Well, I'm also a child of the people.
Yeah, and a hero to millions.
I was thinking we should probably do like a sport thing, huh?
Let's get some sport. But those shoes are two. They exist and they made it to retail.
I give them a -10. That's my.
See, that's an unrealistic rating. I mean, are we being serious or not?
They're still gonna sell though. That's what I'm saying.
Wait, can I give them a 0 if we have to give them because they exist?
Yes, sure, you can give
Then
them
I'm
a 0.
giving them a 0.
You're giving them a 0. No
Yeah.
go.
That's.
Ultra boost or nothing for James.
I like Kutler in the comments says I'd rather walk around barefoot.
Yeah.
No, but
They're going to sell. No, the fact that they're going to sell, no doubt, because there's also an element for these. They probably
No,
really
Adidas,
Oh, very
not
good.
Element.
Only white kids from Saints know what the joke you just made there. There's nobody in the world. Only you and the 400 white kids that are going to watch skateboarding at the Olympics know exactly what the element
I
is.
also-
definitely gonna watch skateboarding at the Olympics.
I also have a
Same
Hurley flat cap at my house
Oh no,
What a white guy.
and a rubber duck one.
no.
You're joking.
I promise you, it's red. I've got 2. One's signed and one's just one that I wear.
Oh, my God.
Probably we're drinking Starbucks in your Ultra Boost.
No, the James, you're at, it's not even Starbucks. What's the other? Seattle.
I love Seattle.
Of
That's
course you
fine
do.
with me.
Oh.
Okay.
I think
anyway,
Starbucks tastes
Moving on, guys.
Yeah.
great. Sponsor
All right.
me, Starbucks, please.
Let's move on. Wow. Yeezys. But they're for those cool kids, and there is an element in fashion and like that level of stuff of just having it because no one else has it. You know,
Yes.
like people with lots of like that type of personality, they'll wear something just to be a conversation starter. There are those people who'll just have those.
They're trending now.
Yeah.
Now you're trending.
No, now you're hot.
You're popping.
So James, there's also that.
No such thing as bad publicity. Eh?
Well said. All right, Jimbo, give us a little bit of that music as I do every single Friday.
We're actually going to do sport now.
Yeah. Or we might as well do sport. I mean, people are saying it's a sports show. Sports entertainment show, I've always said, though. By the way, big announcement. Can certainly say it. Can almost say it with all the certainty in the world. This setting...
Wait. Is this the announcement I've been waiting for?
well, I don't know. Madonna never really loved Guy Ritchie.
We know that.
No, wait. If this is the announcement, I think it is. I'm very excited for this moment. I've been waiting for this moment for about 2-3 months.
This is true.
And I'm very excited for this moment. This is going to be incredible.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a year and 8 months that this has been the setting. It's changed a little bit. There was no James. There was a Paolo. There's still a Paolo. There's still a James. Now there's a Senzo. There's a Karabo every now and then. That will return. That version of Homo sapien will be back. And the team will grow. But the studio is changing, ladies and gentlemen. And that I can confirm Monday. You better believe. Tune in. You will be seeing us in the clearest probably the best studio in South African sport. A lot of people are saying, now, are you overselling it? What happens if it's not ready again? What happens if...
Wait for it.
What happens if the studio is not right? What happens if it isn't? You better... There is something coming on the other side on Monday. Folks, to everyone who's been supporting us,
Yes.
it's been some journey. From the beginning, the table I'm sitting at, I used to do this show on my own with just a laptop, nobody else in the room. The team has grown and I'm super, super happy. And I've always actually... What I wanted to do was to create kind of like... What I miss about playing football is the locker room. I don't miss anything else. Like the playing side was awesome, obviously. But ultimately it was a job at a stage. And, you know, it's very difficult for me to enjoy playing football anymore because if you can't play with the best for me, it's very, very difficult after you've been there. So that element has gone away. That element of enjoyment's gone away. But the locker room was always the best part of being in a football team. So the team's growing. It was just me in the beginning. We got 2, 3, 4. And I'd love to grow the team to something closer to sort of 6, 8 would be the optimal number. But we are growing. We are moving. And finally, as The Rock used to say, finally, the MKT Show has come home.
There it is.
So there is that. And Jimbo, thanks for being along on the journey, pal. You've been a big part of accelerating things and taking things to the next level. And you've, I hope, learned a lot. And we're about to take it to another level. So, Senzo, great to have you as a part of the team. Really looking forward to having Paolo back. We're going to have Karabo in every now and then.
Dude, I'm so excited.
So the team's growing. And I think as it grows, and already today, Senzo's added lots of a completely different dimension. And it's adding quality to the show and texture. Everything's about texture and just adding that level of... You're hanging out with your mates. There's different personalities. We all see things differently, and that's an awesome thing. So, hey, let's go on this journey and let's see where it goes.
Sounds like you're getting the Avengers together.
Oh yeah, I am because that's a locker room. Yeah, that's like a blockbuster locker room.
Can I be Iron Man?
You can be whoever you want.
Yes,
I believe in you, James. Senzo can be whoever he wants. Iron Man. Tony
no, wait,
Stark.
I want to be Spider-Man.
James.
He's got the personality.
Who, James?
Yeah.
He's got more. You're probably more Peter Parker than...
Spider-Man's my boy, dude. I've even got a Spider-Man action figure at my house. I'm 24, I'm just saying.
So, yeah, you can have an action figure at 84.
He sits next to my TV. And he's a bobblehead.
Does he keep you safe?
He does.
That's sick.
That's my boy, dude.
Peter Parker did.
That's my
Look
boy.
out for the spiders, though. See what happened to him.
I have a mad fear of spiders. That's
Listen,
the irony in all of this.
So did he, didn't he?
No.
Oh, he didn't?
I hate spiders.
Oof, that's tough.
I know.
You're an arachnophobe.
Like, even my hands are sweating right now.
Really?
Yeah, for real.
Well, what's the story? What did spiders do to you? A little bit arachnophobic.
I just
You probably watched Jumanji.
don't have 8 legs, bro. Just stop.
Probably watched Jumanji.
What do you think? Okay.
Nobody knows what they're there for. Like, are you going to bite me or bite the mosquito?
What do you think of centipedes? Because if 8 legs scare you,
They're vibes, dude. Centipedes are cool.
so it's not a leg thing then.
Well,
They got 100.
There's vibes. They look kind of creepy, but I'm not like, oh, I can't touch it. Spiders, though, dude.
They got 8 legs. That's 8 legs. Centipedes. Literally, it's in the name. 100.
I don't play games with spiders, bro.
So it's not a leg thing. What is it about spiders?
I feel like it's because they just look so...
Wow.
Do they just look menacing?
Are you more scared of a spider or a crocodile?
That's a good question.
Would you rather be killed by a spider or a crocodile? That's always a fun game.
A crocodile.
Oh, because it's instant.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the spider bites you, you get the fever,
Yeah.
your skin wears
Shakes.
away.
Then you sweat. Then
I mean, you're sweating now.
I am sweating.
So the
now.
sweating part wouldn't be a problem for you.
And my legs are jumping up and down.
Really?
Yeah. We should do sport.
That's unbelievable. James, what a scaredy cat. Really? Scared of spiders, huh?
Yeah, dude. For real.
Senzo, you got any fears? I mean,
Heights.
Yeah, I'm not great. I'm not great with heights. Don't mind being in an airplane. I'm not Dennis Bergkamp.
I'm the same.
Yeah, I'm not Dennis
But
Bergkamp.
don't take me on a roller coaster or like bungee jumps. Like, no.
Really? Okay. Do you know what? I thought I'd cured. You know what? An attractive woman nearly cured my my fear of heights. Because I bungee jumped because
Of her.
an attractive woman jumped, and if I didn't, that situation could have gone. You know, the last thing I want was.
Eve made Adam eat the apple. So
Oh, great. I mean, shout out the Bible. Still selling, James. Still
Shout out the
outselling
Bible.
every single. Enid Blyton, get the hell out of town. Who's the lady who wrote the Magic Potions book?
You mean Harry Potter?
Harry Potter.
J.K. Rowling.
J.K. Rowling. Get out the way.
T.R.R. Tolkien. Get out of here.
G.O.D. wrote the Bible. Bang. Slam it.
No,
He didn't.
G.O.D. didn't write
the
the Bible.
Bible, but okay. But he did.
What credit does he get? Oh, hey. Now, this is something that has not been discussed, and I don't know many sports shows that are going to talk about this since you guys brought it up. Does God get a credit there?
Of course.
What does he get? What's his credit?
You know when you open
co-writer.
when you open a book and it says to dad or whatever.
Yeah.
No, but
That's there, but invisible.
no, but at the publishers, is it omnipotent ink?
They told me to say.
Yeah.
It's a whole big game of broken telephone. This guy told me to say, listen here, Oaks. Sorry, those are just my views.
No.
Views of the show. Honestly.
Oh man. That's
I mean,
awesome.
he was playing. What was he playing? They were playing broken telephone.
No, look, a lot of people are saying that part of the world was illiterate, as we found out empirically now, that they couldn't write back then. So a lot of people are saying, who could read and write in that part of the world at that time to actually...
That's why they got the gospel according to John.
Do you really believe that people couldn't read and write back then when a man could walk on water? I'm just saying.
Exactly.
So you're saying I'm an idiot for not thinking...
I'm just saying.
So obviously people could read and write. The guy could walk on water.
I'm just saying, dude.
No, okay, listen. I think you guys have dragged me into the long grass here. I didn't want to start being derogatory about the Bible. Why doesn't God get a credit? Because when you wrote it, somebody should have gone. So surely somebody should have gone. Written by who gets the credit? Moses or
Bro, they're
like James and the guys.
There are a lot of people.
James and the boys.
James, John, hey, the lads.
Matthew, Mark, Luke.
Yeah,
Matthew,
so
Mark,
those
Luke, and
oaks
John.
get credits. There's never been a foreword. Do you know what I mean? Like,
no, it's because the book is about God, bruh.
It is.
yes,
The whole New Testament's about him, basically.
But I've read Stephen Gerrard's book. I've
He
read
doesn't
it.
say to myself in the beginning.
Yes, but it says, like, there'll be a foreword by Stephen Gerrard. Without my mom, I couldn't have done it. If you look at any autobiography, they'll always have a message. Like, this book goes out to Richard Dawkins always says, without my wife, it wasn't possible to write these books. So why doesn't
the beginning, God. That's all you...
in the beginning. But why didn't somebody say, if it wasn't for the voice from the sky, I never would have built this boat and called it animals 2 by 2. There's none of that. Do you know what I mean? Like, Stephen Gerrard does it. I'd like to think Moses should have. John should have. Hey?
No, but Moses did say.
Also, every story in the Bible has an essence about the reason behind it is God or Jesus or whatever it is.
Gerard's whole book's about him. He still writes a foreword, my family, my mom. Do you know what I'm saying?
Also, I heard the God was a humble guy, so he also doesn't want
Oh,
the...
you guys go ahead and take all the royalties.
Yeah.
I don't need it.
I don't need it.
I'm good like that.
It's all yours, guys.
Okay, God, shout out to you. And again, I'm not being derogatory. These guys opened it up, and we talked about it.
Don't turn this around on us.
What does he say?
Don't do that.
This guy.
What is it? These oaks tell those oaks. Or
No,
something.
humility.
This, bruh.
Yeah, this guy here.
Do unto others as you like others to do unto you. So God said, guys, have it. It's yours.
Phenomenal. All right, swag kits. Friday 5. Let's get into it. We don't have much time left because we've been talking about a whole lot of nonsense. That number 5. Listen, so we're talking about the swaggiest kits of the 2021-2022 season. Let's face it, football's about swag now. Right? Paul Pogba's getting into teams of the year for whatever reason. Right? Football's about swag. It's not about can you play.
Quiet when you're talking about Paul Pogba.
Listen, people are... give me Roy Keane over any midfielder that exists today. Give me SCN. But okay, I'm old. That's fine. I'm biased to my own generation. Shout out to the swag gang. And hey, Neymar. He's the poster boy for whatever reason. Never done a thing by himself. But okay. That's where we are. James, we grow. We accept. Gen Z's here. It's about the gram. The 5 swaggiest kits in the Premier League. At number 5, listen, the Toon Army, one of the greatest stadiums and one of the most Senzo's fear of heights. Do not go to St. James's Park because let me tell you something. The nosebleeds are designed by a small child. It goes straight up. The stairs are tiny. I don't know if they've changed that, but that walk up, by the way, St. James's Park, the away end, is a nightmare. Folks, at number 5, what they won't be able to see from their nosebleeds, but certainly in the great seats, you will 50,000 every single week rocking out. The Newcastle home kit, classic, clean. It's a beautiful thing for 2021-2022. At number 4, they just survived. Graham Potter has a master's in communication and emotional intelligence, by the way. A very smart guy, made his career in Sweden. I imagine he had an influence on this kit, and it is going to be calming for his lads. Plays great football. Has a has an Argentine called McAllister in his team somehow. Ladies and gentlemen, at number 4, the Brighton second kit is something.
Actually, you could even wear that out.
Behold, it's a thing of beauty.
You could wear that out. Actually.
It is a thing of beauty. At number 3, people are saying they're going to have the greatest squad because they got a new manager. And he's better in Liverpool. It's a big club.
That's a fact.
And I'm a manager. And I change. I drive a Mini Cooper. And I got a glasses. I'm not a Spanish waiter. That's what this new guy says. At number 3, their second kit, fire. It's, first of all, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, get the hell out of Everton. We'll talk about that on another show. You're far too good for that. Gareth Southgate doesn't like him. Keep Harry Kane on the whole time. He doesn't care. He's going to be full on swag. At number 3, Everton's second kit as well.
But it's also to celebrate the 140th thing, is it not?
It is indeed fire, though. How's this kit, James?
As a Liverpool fan,
oh, right.
hate everything about it. As an objective fan of the game, I think it's actually quite fire.
Swag kit. All right.
Not gonna lie.
Let's move on from James' emotions. Now, big conversations being had in the studio before this. At number 2, all swag, all day.
Hey.
Now, I have to say I'm not objective because I did spend a year and a half as an employee at this place, and they gave me a youth like nobody else. They paid me. But listen, one day maybe I'll tell the story of why I left. It was because I was drinking and I was useless. But I'll tell the full story. It didn't end well with some of the employees there. So I do have a bit of chip on my shoulder regarding this club. But also, I'm such an evolved human being. I'm so smart. I get over stuff. I'm so forgiving that I've gotten over that. Fair's fair. They did what they did. It's just business, baby. I'm so forgiving that this season I saw this kit immediately, and I'm sorry. It is the second greatest kit I maybe have ever seen. Ladies and gentlemen, at number 2. They'll win no trophies, but they will win all of the Instagram awards. Ladies and gentlemen, basically the Paul Pogba of kits. Spurs' second kit. Let's go.
I'd rock with that. But
that is I'm sorry.
The thing is with that kit though, there's no in between in it. It's either you look really great in it, or you look like absolute trash. But here is my prediction. You'll see a lot of rappers and a lot of people in the entertainment industry wearing that kit.
And there's a lot of them from North London. Those proper.
There you go.
Yeah, they will.
Go. Don't be surprised if you see Skepta,
Oh, yeah. I think he supports Arsenal, though.
Yeah, but he supports Arsenal. But hey, man.
Yeah, no, but I hear you. Rich 32 supports Tottenham. So, no, there's the man them in North London. That kid is unbelievable. Now, James is saying he doesn't like it. James, you don't like it, huh?
It looks like a baby threw up.
Yeah, babies throw up. I can't deny that.
Dude, I don't... You know what it looks like? It looks like they made this kit out of... what's that new stuff that a lot of people are doing? Resin, or what's it called? Something resin. Epoxy resin.
Okay.
Is what it looks like.
Do you know what that looks like, actually, for me?
Epoxy resin.
Looks like a Vincent van Gogh painting.
Yeah.
Dude, it's just...
It's a work of art, bro.
It hurts my eyes!
You like Bovril. What do you know? Let's move. Let's move to the number 1 kit. You know what? People might think I gave it to them as a sympathy award, but let's be honest. They aren't even going to be top. Maybe they were 7th. But I'm objective. I'm a truth broker. At number 1, there's no point in wasting time. It's the second best team in North London. Ladies and gentlemen, this kit is a throwback to when they were the Arsenal. They are now just Arsenal. Ladies and gentlemen, the number 1 kit, the third kit, of course, of the Gunners this season, is swag personified.
Yeah, they also did well with their away kits. Look, they may not win anything, but at least they look good.
Yeah, that one is the throwback to when they had JVC. One of those seasons they had this very kit.
Yes.
Was it not
as a third kit?
Season before the season they won the
I
league
think it was
before Liverpool lost on it. Well, before the 30 year.
No, JVC was Premier League time, so Liverpool only won 1 Premier League title. Remember, JVC was 90s.
I thought JVC was closer to Invincibles.
Oh, that's
Dreamcast.
2000.
That's Dreamcast.
Yeah, well, they were Dreamcast then, huh?
And Sega and all.
Yeah. So JVC was like Merson and those guys. Yeah, Keown, Bold.
Damn.
And then we know what happened.
I do like these
payments under the table.
I like when clubs do like throwbacks.
You do?
Mm.
I don't like it.
Why?
Sometimes it works
It's
really
not them.
well. Sometimes it flops. Horrendous.
Like, I remember when Brazil played France and they did the no numbers thing.
The no numbers thing, and they had like the.
I've never
collars,
hated anything
That
more.
was very confusing.
Yeah.
No, I don't like it. Like.
Speaking of kits, guys, you guys must peep the Inter Milan fourth kit. It's a
I
Tour
like
de France jersey.
Yeah, I like the Inter Milan home kit.
No,
I hate that Inter kit, that fourth one.
Are you serious?
Yes.
it looks like a cycling jersey.
The one that we saw during the break.
No, I don't like it. I've seen
it's
it.
so cool, dude. I think it's cool.
You know, and I support Inter. And now I don't know what's going to happen. Is Barella from the academy?
I don't know. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I need to check that because I don't buy kits unless there's a kid from the academy. Now Chelsea, I'm maybe buy the Chelsea third kit.
The Liverpool away kit is very preppy.
It's so dry.
The away kit.
The one.
The
with
white
collar.
one.
It's dope.
Disgusting. James loves it as well.
No,
It's clean,
James, there we go.
dude. It's so...
Senzo agrees
dude,
with you.
and
it's-
I never compliment Liverpool on anything. So
That's clean. It looks
it's
good.
preppy. You can wear it out.
Do you know what I'd use it for?
Swabs.
It's I'd use it to mop the floor. So it looks like a rag. Looks like a you know what it looks like? I'm standing at second slip in a test match.
That's what they said. So the site that I was looking on, it goes the verdict.
Yes.
Anyone for cricket, big fans of this.
It looks like it's a chilly morning at Lord's, and I've got the sweater on and that shirt underneath.
pullover.
Because you know, Test cricket, they're not white. They've got that cream.
That cream.
Yeah.
That cream tint.
The last good kit that Liverpool made before this one was our 1920 away season. That kit was so
not
nice,
1920.
dude.
19.
No, our
20
2019,
I was like,
2020.
geez, this guy.
No, that was nice.
I was just
dude.
after the war.
But also,
The color blue that they used on the shirt, like, just looked so good on the white
of
and
things-
the grey.
speaking of things falling apart, you must see Boss's kit represents
Oh,
it represents where
that
they're at
second
as a
kit,
club.
that purple one.
Even the home one.
I haven't seen the home
wait,
one.
is their home
The
kit out?
purple one is a car crash.
No, it's like pink. It's like
Is it-
floral pink
The
or
home
whatever
one
it
is
dude.
absolutely.
Have they? Do you know what, boss? There's
No,
something.
they're going through some things.
Oh, that's true. It's like somebody told me. I've heard when
Like the pants are like two-tone, and then there's like stripes, and like that's
Yeah.
like it's.
Oh,
it's like when a lady breaks up with someone, you know, they like shave their whole head.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've had that in your life.
Yeah.
Like whenever a lady has a fully shaved head,
Yeah.
like short hair, cool. I kind of like that. But when they go Britney Spears,
Yeah,
then you know they're going through stuff. That's what Barca are doing, right?
Yeah, it's
Because Barca have an incredible, just have the same kit every season. I'm a Real Madrid guy, but that Barca classic kit, leave it the same every year.
Also, do you know when it went downhill for Barca kits when they started putting the sponsor on it?
Well, see, there are some things. Don't go away from your essence.
Leave the stripes, no sponsor.
UNICEF. Don't even put UNICEF. No one. No charities. No one. All of you go away
How
with
we
We just
Barcelona.
play football.
How have we gone this far without? Have we mentioned Man United's kit?
The worst kit they've had.
Stop
One
it.
of the most boring things I've ever seen in
It's
my
so
life.
now. I said although the Liverpool one sucks as well. They both so dry.
I don't agree with you.
Senzo, what are you saying?
I say it's just because people aren't used to the sponsor hit. Because
I
they're
think
used
that's
to
what
the-
it is,
They're used to
dude.
the gold cross Chevrolet
Yeah.
and all that.
Okay, but
Nah,
what about the kit? It's dead.
it's retro, my man? It's better. Yeah.
Look, I'll
Red
give
Bull
it.
Leipzig's kit actually wins. That and the Inter kit might win.
No, and the
I haven't seen the new
Atletico
Leipzig
kit. That Atletico kit that was designed by the fan.
Look at Red Bull Leipzig's one. That is cool.
Oh!
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. We'll have to get that on screen at some stage.
That is 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
That is 10 out of 10.
All right. Listen, this is an important part of it all, right?
Listen to the verdict for this kit. The gold standard so far. No wonder they're showing it off to the world. Early doors. 10 out of 10. Boom.
That's good stuff.
Hey, won't you Google what team Andre Pierre Gignac is? Maybe they'll listen to this podcast and it'll be dubbed for Spanish because he plays in Mexico. To this club, I've been trying to get a hold of you on every single social media platform. The kit they played with at the World Club Cup the last time they were in it, it was a yellow kit. It is and their new one, the 2021-2022 yellow kit is sensational.
He plays for Tigres.
Tigres.
UANL.
So to the Tigres NNNL, get a hold of me. I want to give you some of my money so I can have the sickest shirt out there. Andre Pierre Gignac.
Dude, I almost completely forgot. I'm so sorry.
You know them personally?
No, we're doing kits, right?
Yes.
One of the things for social media with James, the ludicrous thing I told you about, has to do with City's kit.
Let's get into it. We've got 12 minutes. Transition straight away from my needs and what I want to buy. It's all about James. Well, James.
But people can reverse and hear you say the name of the club again.
Okay, this Tigres kit might win everything.
No, I need to get that kit, but they refuse to let me give them money.
That's dope.
Like, is it because I don't speak Spanish?
Yes.
And I have Spanish friends, but I thought I want to try and figure this out. I want to be the person who's not bothering other people for my needs of a soccer kit. And it's unbelievable. I have very little money. I want to give you some of it. That's basically what I'm saying.
That's commitment.
And they're not into it. They're not into.
They're like, nah, keep your cash.
Yeah, we don't need you. We don't do Africa. Maybe that's what they're saying. Maybe Africa's not a real place to them. I hadn't thought about that. Because there's lots of Americans that think Australia has been invented, right? Isn't a real place. So, all right, James, what you got for us in social media, pal?
So, City released...
it's social media with James. All right, what you got?
So City released their home kit, I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
I've been out of the loop of social media. So
because you live in a slum and had no internet.
It's true.
Yeah.
So it's a generic blue, sky blue City kit. But the one thing that irritated me about this kit, right? Okay. And I get
Don't do it.
this won you a Premier League.
Don't do it.
I get it.
Don't
I do.
it. I hate this kit so much.
On the inside of their jersey.
Because of this.
Right over here. Over here. So that's usually a place where clubs put very, very memorable things. Liverpool has the Justice from the 96 there.
Nobody cares, but go on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a lot of people died,
we
but
do
sure.
No, I'm joking.
Manchester City decided, hey guys, it's been 10 years. You know, we should put the exact minute and second that Sergio Aguero scored the goal to win the... You're joking.
Why are you so triggered by that?
I hate that.
This is what we're marking.
Well, it's City, dude. What do you expect? It's City.
Really?
There's only one club in
I
Manchester.
get it if you put the minute where you won your 10th Champions League. But one Premier League title 10 years ago and you think you can commemorate a whole kit? No, I'm done.
Both of you are the most revolting humans in the room.
No.
Because
Why?
Incorrect.
Number one, James, Man City have won more titles since Man United won a Premier League title than Liverpool ever have. So have some respect, both of you, because Man United have turned into a Europa League club as well, Senzo. You know this, I know this.
Lol.
Couldn't beat... Who was the Turkish minors team? Do you know that team got relegated?
I hate it for different reasons, but okay. You don't know why this kid triggers me, but...
Liverpool won one title in 30 years. I can't stop hearing about it.
This kid triggers me because...
No, it's the worst kid.
No, it triggers me because at that time...
You'd won the title by then.
Exactly.
United had won the title by the way.
It was ours.
Why? I know that, but why are we commemorating one Premier League trophy? One, dude.
You
the
guys,
same as you've got.
You guys do the same thing.
I haven't stopped hearing about Istanbul, by the way. That was in 2005.
Because
Yeah, Chelsea,
that was our 5th Champions League trophy. The
After
one
how
we
long?
got to take home.
Yeah,
The one we got to take back home because that's our 5th.
yeah.
That was Istanbul. We also came back against a very strong AC
Maybe
Milan.
Man City are going, we just won our 5th Premier League.
Oh,
you haven't
yeah.
thought of that? That was what started it
what
all.
number Premier League was that? Does anyone know?
They've just won their 5th now.
Now. So that one was there first.
Yeah. So what they're saying is
And
our
was their
5th
first
one, we're
league
marking the
title in
moment.
it was their first league title in 44 years.
So if we're using your, you know what I mean, James, your mentality of 5. So careful, James, because now, listen, live by the sword, die by the sword. You just said
dude.
5's a big number. City, 5 Premier League titles. What now?
Then commemorate the last
change
minute
the
goal
rules.
that you
Yeah,
scored.
to move the
no,
goalpost.
for your 5th Premier League. Not for your first one.
Well, they reminisce. Or maybe this is a shout out to Kun Aguero. You don't know.
Is that not the
They
greatest
record goal
moment in
scorer.
Premier League
Scorer.
history?
Yeah.
We may never see that again.
One
Yeah.
of. One
So-
of.
Yeah, exactly.
James, don't hate.
I
Because
do.
you are never winning a Premier League title again. Don't worry. You're going to have nothing to commemorate as a Liverpool
We're
fan.
going to live one before Chelsea won one. I'm just saying.
You know, everyone says this about Chelsea. You know, in a horrible
I don't know how they
season,
do it, but like,
we just won the Champions League. And this was the worst season we've had probably in the last 5 seasons. Even with the Premier League title seasons. This season is a stinker.
imagine.
Just nothing but a Champions FA Cup final and a Champions League final.
But the City kit is plain, though.
It's toast. It's dry toast. Brown toast.
Looks like they did it on PowerPoint.
No, it's the worst.
Oh, not PowerPoint. What's that? A paintbrush.
Yeah, the old one on Windows 95. Word art.
Imagine.
No, it's just called Paint.
Paint, eh?
Paint, yeah.
Yeah. On MS-DOS, actually. What was before Windows 95? Just Windows 3.1, hey? Or whatever was.
I only know Windows like.
You can see even Kevin De
95.
Bruyne struggling to smile. Like, this kid, like, he's just like, yeah.
Yeah, it's awful.
Looks like someone told a lame dad joke in that photo. And he's like,
No.
The Man City kid's terrible. All right, Jimbo, is that all you got for us in social media?
No, I've got more.
Tell us more.
Because last night I was on social media for the first time in a week. I just thought I'd mention it one more time. So, it's official. Jadon Sancho has completed his move to Manchester United pending an official announcement from either club. But he has had his medical and it's pretty much gone through pending an announcement.
Now, Senzo, you support Manchester United.
Yes.
Jadon Sancho, does he change the fortunes of United? Is he worth 6-8 extra points?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
What kind of like X factor do you think Jadon Sancho can bring that a player like Rashford on the wing can't?
Assists, and he's a natural winger. Jadon Sancho is a natural. 1 week Rashford is playing in front, then he's playing
True.
on the wing, then he's playing front, then he's playing on the wing. But no. But I wonder what this spells for Mason Greenwood. That's what I'm interested
now,
to see.
great question. Because I thought, I don't think they're going to buy a striker. People are saying you should be, because you've got Cavani to start. And then, do you see Greenwood as the sort of, because the new role is your wingers are your goal scorers now.
Yes.
It's no longer like Haaland is a bit of a unicorn.
Well, we've got Messi to thank for that, but anyway.
Yeah. So now, are you thinking Greenwood? Do you see him as that sort of inverted right forward, or do you see him as a number 9?
I inverted right forward.
He's not a number 9, hey?
He's not a 9.
Oh, so that's a problem for him then. What is it? What happens there?
That's what I'm.
Because Sancho's not rotating either, you know. Or do you think he might take some time to adjust to the Premier League?
You know, with Ole, you know, because you got DVB. Thought, yeah, he's gonna come play.
Yeah.
But hey, man, he's got his plans. But I like the signing. This is good. This is good for
United. Haven't really had a marquee signing for a while. Like,
oh my God, I'm gonna blow your mind signing.
Because people think I hate Paul Pogba, but even him, nobody was talking about it outside of United. It's like, okay, well, he played at Juventus under Pirlo. No, I never.
A lot of people.
Really, I never thought of like, oh my God, Paul Pogba's here. I just thought, okay, cool. They've spent a lot of money.
Okay, but in your view, like, who was the last like marquee? Like, oh my God, he's gonna break football in England.
At United or in England?
England and in world football.
In England, that's an interesting one. The last proper like marquee signing, that's a really, really good one. That's a good question. Probably Kun Aguero. He came and he's changed the face of the Premier League.
What was the thing? The last marquee signing?
No, but to also like break it open. Probably Kun Aguero. I mean, it's easy for me to say in hindsight because he's led them to 4 Premier League titles. I don't really count the last one.
I don't know. For me, it was probably like Fernando Torres.
It's my damn boy.
But did he? I mean, Aguero's driven City over the top.
Fernando Torres was something pretty special. It's just that there was this other guy called Ronaldo. That's why.
Was he better than Luis Suarez in that one season? See, I've always had this question with the Liverpool fans. James, would you take Fernando Torres, because I know you like him, or the one season where, let's keep in mind, because of cannibal activities, right, he's been banned for a couple of games, and he still won the top goal scorer in the league, Luis Suarez, eh? That season where he made Daniel Sturridge look like Eusebio. Would you rather have Fernando Torres for those 2 years or Luis Suarez in that 1 year?
Is it?
Can I also chime in after James? Please?
Sure.
Sorry.
Is it top form? Fernando
No.
Torres?
What would you take? You
have to choose.
Like I say to you, I can give you those 2 years of Torres or what Luis Suarez did without biting Ivanovic in that year. Or you have to include it though, because it does make it even more magnificent. No one gives him credit for also recovering from cannibalism.
Yeah.
And then coming back to football in such a short window.
It was, yeah.
All it took was a 5-game suspension. Incredible.
It turned his life around.
Incredible.
I think.
Or you know what? Maybe not what you take. What do you think's better? What's more impressive? Torres' time at Liverpool or Luis Suarez one season there?
I was and still am a massive, massive Fernando Torres fan, but that squad, in that season where Sturridge turned into Eusebio because of Luis Suarez was like the football that season from Liverpool was just phenomenal. I think it was the same season Suarez scored from halfway.
He was unplayable.
And then he cried at Crystal Palace. Oh, Slippy G. Oh, right. Oh, yeah. The best season ever. Yes.
Why did we have to delve into that?
When people laugh, they go, bah!
I don't get it.
Bah! Don't you?
I don't get it.
Okay.
Because sheep?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go with that. But anyway, that season?
Yeah, that season was... Dude.
No, that's Luis Suarez scored like he was scoring.
Scored 31 goals in the league.
And he was scoring pearlers, though.
He became the first
Cannibal.
player in
Player.
Premier League history
First cannibal.
to score a hat-trick against the same side in one season, and that was Norwich.
No, he was unplayable that season. You still haven't answered my question.
I say Suarez.
I was watching. Speaking of this, I was watching. So I was watching something about Steven Gerrard. They asked him like, who is the best number 9 he ever played with, right? And he said Luis Suarez, but he said Fernando Torres was the most complete number 9 he's seen, and he enjoyed playing with Fernando Torres more. But he says Suarez was.
I think because of he's a cannibal and that Ghana handball, people forget about that season, right? He had a 5-game suspension and no one came close in the goal scorer award in a team that didn't win the league. He was unplayable. He made Daniel Sturridge look like a person.
He did make him look good, eh?
That was the one season where Daniel Sturridge had looked class his whole career.
And then they told us, Ray Allen's one of the best centre-mids in the world.
No, Joe Allen.
Do you see?
Yeah.
Ray Allen plays basketball.
Do you remember when they were calling him the English Shabby?
Imagine.
No, the Welsh Shabby.
Oh, the Welsh Shabby, yeah.
Imagine.
Yeah.
That pains me to my heart.
That was an unbelievable
season. You guys are carried away.
So, James, you didn't answer the question, or did you?
I did. I said Luis Suarez.
Okay, so you take Suarez. I hear you.
Just going back to... Sorry.
I don't know. Fernando Torres for me was something else.
Dude, he was fire. I had total 90s Torres. Because Fernando Torres had total 90s.
Fernando Torres scored 36 goals that season. It's just that there's a guy called Ronaldo.
Look, I like Torres, but, he had to leave to win.
So did Suarez.
Yeah, I mean, Torres went to Chelsea and won the double. You know what I'm saying?
That must hurt though.
All right.
Yeah.
Shall we dive back into social media?
We can do that.
How do you know when you've reached the lowest of lows, guys?
Oh, when you got to wear a cricket kit as your second kit, James?
No. When you wear sweatpants every day.
That's James.
That's James.
Oh,
and me, I think.
So sorry.
And you, actually. No, he's tracksuit pants. I'm sweatpants every second day.
But fair enough.
Anyway, we're straying from the point. How do you know as a footballer when you've reached the lowest of the lows?
Oof. That's a good question.
You have one guess.
If Gareth Southgate does pick you.
Good guess.
I don't know.
It's when you make an appearance on a TV show.
Oof. Are you retired?
Because
Kyle Walker was on Singing with the Stars or whatever. What do you call it? Did you see?
Do you really think that's low though?
Did you see Kyle Walker singing?
No. Yes,
it was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Also, Tammy Abraham.
Good.
Tammy Abraham, by the way, he did his initiation at Chelsea. I think he sang "Boys to Men."
That's what
I was like, get out of here.
And was he good?
No, pipes.
No wonder he can't score.
So this guy is not retired.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But he did have a phenomenal career, and then it kind of.
Just because he was on TV.
No. Like
Micah Richards
started sort of slowly going.
Is it
down.
Micah Richards?
Similar era, played for Liverpool Football Club.
Oh, that could be anyone. That was a whole mess of a generation at Liverpool.
Pepe Reina, guys.
Oh.
So
he's not a keeper.
Very good.
Pepe Reina appeared on a very famous competition show.
Okay.
Called The Masked Singer, if anybody's heard of
so
it.
that's where Kyle Walker was as well.
I think so, yeah. So the objective of the show is to perform and go through the rounds and see how long you can last. Nobody knows who you are, not even the judges. They have to guess who you are. Pepe Reina was the penguin, and he sang Junko's Hello My Love.
Don't know what a Janko is, but good for Pepe Reina.
Wait, I'm going to stop you right there.
Stop me.
How many Euros have you won?
How many Euros have I won?
Mm-hmm.
None. Because
how many World Cups have you won?
None, because I live in South Africa.
Third. And he was third choice keeper. I've always said.
Second choice.
Who was the Ika?
Ike?
Didn't they Canizares? No? Valdez, would you say?
Valdez was third.
Okay, so you'd say
that was the lineup.
that's not the job you want. I've always said the best job in the world is third choice keeper in the Premier League.
Best,
It's the best job in the world. Good for Pepe Reina, dude. And you get the medals. He was in the squad.
You're there.
John O'Shea has 7 Premier League titles. Wes Brown has 9. Hey?
Wes Brown, yeah.
How many does he have?
Like 6 or 7.
No, more.
How many?
Yeah, check
Honestly, that's a shame.
Wow. More than Steven Gerrard.
Is that the Shea Given? Or what are we talking about there, James?
John O'Shea.
Shame. That's a stretch. Jimbo, by your standards, that is a stretch, pal. Yeah. All right, what else we got?
News that has not really jumped to the surface. Dutch great Arjen Robben has retired from football.
For the second time.
Yeah.
Because he retired before. It's like Brett Favre.
Yes, so that's happened. This is interesting.
Yes.
I found this, right. So Queen Victoria died 44,000 days ago.
Yes. R.I.P.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
She died 44.
Yeah, it's so great they named an era after her.
Yeah, exactly. 22,000 days have passed since Spurs won the First Division. Therefore, as of today, Spurs' last league title win will officially be closer to the Victorian age than the present day.
Unbelievable.
The banter is sensational.
How phenomenal.
Yeah, no, social media is the best thing on this planet. I love
stuff,
it.
huh?
I do love it. All right. No,
And
that's some good stuff.
lastly, Roma scored 10 goals last night in a preseason friendly against, where's the name? Serie D side Montecatini. I know it's
That's
a preseason game.
But
And
it's also Serie D.
10's a lot.
That's what I'm saying. 10 is still a lot of
But it's
goals.
Serie D. Come on.
I also think for the
No
players
Spinazzola.
for the players to buy into Mourinho.
Oh, he did his
being there
Achilles,
now,
right? Yeah.
No Spinazzola, James.
I think for the players
Those
to
are my
buy
boys, though.
into Mourinho so early and score 10 goals.
It's a Serie D team, guys.
Let's deal with the Spinazzola situation. If you're the Catholic Church and you truly care, he needs to live with the Pope, eh? Constantly praying for that
honestly,
Achilles,
Mhm.
kind of rubbing. What do those magic potion healers do? They run their hands like over the top of an area, like I'm feeling a lot of bad energy here around your neck. You're holding a lot of tension. Did you fight with your wife? You know what I mean? You ever heard that?
Yeah.
So the Pope must do that on Spinazzola's Achilles. See if he can maybe cut down on that, 8 to 9 month recovery time. That's going to be awful. He's brilliant.
Yeah, he was.
Why is Luke Shaw ahead of him in the team of the tournament? Although
That's not
Pogba's
good.
in, so who cares? And who else they put in? Xhaka.
That's random.
Why is Maguire ahead of Bonucci? Bonucci was a staple in the winning team. Maguire
The king
had
of
his chance.
Skullduggery.
Yeah. Maguire had the chance to play against Bonucci and beat him. Bonucci scored in the final.
Honestly.
How's Maguire ahead of him? Maguire missed the game as well. Or how many games did Maguire miss? 2. How's Maguire ahead of Bonucci?
Because Maguire's all cred, man. After that grease stun, man, you don't mess with that guy.
It's that Mykonos vibe. Maybe, what's it? Seferin wants a Mykonos villa.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true. Politicians, they'll take anything.
they'll take it.
They will take anything. All right, Jimbo, let's finish off. There are people who've given up some time. We call them listeners and viewers. They've given up their afternoons, James, listening to us talking about Trevor Noah and you hating kids, So maybe let's take some questions from the social media listeners,
Sure.
Yeah.
Ryan Alex says the show always starts with a segment of James bashing. It's true.
Do you agree, James?
I do 1,000%.
And how are you seeing somebody about that?
No, I'm vibing.
What's your
Wait,
take?
wait,
What's your
wait.
take on bullying?
Wait. Firstly, you're complaining about, you're going through an arrogant streak because people compliment.
I didn't say it. Ryan Alex said it.
Yeah.
But you said, but they asked you, do you agree with it? And you said yes.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm vibing.
What do you think of bullying, James? I'm quite interested in that.
On this show, I take it all with a pinch of salt.
Okay.
Bullying in general, terrible thing to do.
Not a good thing, huh? All right. Good.
Mbalelo G says James needs to explain for 10 marks why he doesn't like Oprah. I don't not like Oprah. I don't know why I said I didn't.
Yeah.
I promise you, I have nothing against Oprah. I really have no idea why I said I didn't.
All right. I mean,
Okay.
jeepers.
I actually don't have an opinion on it.
Wow.
You said it because you were angry, eh?
I did.
Wow.
It was in the moment,
See what-
and you triggered me again about something, and now I'm triggered again.
Hashtag free Oprah, dude.
It's okay not to like Oprah.
Yeah, it's fine, James. By the way, it is fine.
Oprah,
Like,
she's not for everybody.
yeah, most people don't like me. I'm okay with that. You don't have to like Oprah.
Do you think she's going to lose some sleep
She's got Gail. Why would she need you?
She's got girls in
Are
billions.
you kidding me? And what's the guy Stedman? They hang out in the orchards there.
Avocado.
Have you seen her train on that orchard?
Oprah.
Oprah has the train going around in her Ava orchard. You seen that, James?
She has a train.
She's got an Ava orchard.
Yeah, like an orchard, but it's so big that she has like a little train that
That's
takes her
wild.
around. Yeah,
That's
that's
phenomenal
Oprah life, bro. And I can understand why you hate her now. Yeah, you don't even have Wi-Fi. So
I do now, though.
All right.
Kia Betswe says Arsenal, of course, for the best-looking kit for this season.
They've always got swag kits. Even that yellow one's unbelievable.
But that's all Arsenal. They
That's
like
true.
the street
That's true.
vibes. They the ballers.
all swag, no substance. I'm
Yeah.
with you. Yeah.
Pimo says, what are James's thoughts on Van Gogh's Starry Night? Absolutely no culture.
There you go.
Right, James. Now
Just because I don't like the Tottenham kit.
let's focus on the fact that you don't know what Starry Night
I
is.
do. It's a painting, and I've seen it before many times.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I'm genuinely shocked.
I
By
even know how Van Gogh died.
Van Gogh.
Van Gogh died.
how.
He cut off his ear
Yeah.
with a thingy.
And?
What's that thing called? The wheat thingy? I'm not off to a strong start. The thingy thing.
Okay, yes. Moving on.
The wheat thing.
Yes.
Cut off his ear.
Okay. Why? Why did he cut it?
I know there was a reason.
Yes. I see. Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. So that's fine.
My brother told me about it a long time ago, and I can't remember.
Do you think when
He
he
shot himself in the chest with a revolver.
Yeah, so that he didn't die from the ear thing, but I just wanted to get into the. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, James. I don't know lots of stuff. You know. There's also that. Okay, so you know Vincent and what he's up to, huh?
Yeah, he's a vibe, dude.
Yeah, if you
He also
if
did
he's-
the scream painting.
he did.
Exactly.
Scream
I
painting.
have
That's
culture.
Jackson Pollock.
No, it's not. You
If he
liar.
saw you walking across the street, he'd go, "Come over here."
So Kia Betswe says, great show. Thoroughly enjoyed the edition. That's you, by the way.
Thank you,
Senzo.
Kia Betswe.
Have a
Glad you
great
enjoyed it.
weekend. Be good or be good at it.
Yeah.
Kia Betswe always signs off like that when she leaves the show.
Yes.
She says, be good or be good at it.
Do you like that?
I think it's interesting. It's cool.
It's a lot of pressure when people say have a good weekend. I've no clue what's coming up this weekend.
I have Wi-Fi, so
like-
I'm vibing it.
What happens if somebody breaks up with their girlfriend? And now they're under pressure. Is somebody said have a good weekend? If I have integrity, I'm going to stick to that, right? Like whenever somebody says have a good weekend, you say I will, right?
No.
And now you've committed.
When people say have a good weekend, it's a I hope you have a good
it's a
weekend.
social archetype.
Yes.
I understand. It's a
travel
pleasantry.
safely.
It's a pleasantry, yeah.
Not you
Like-
have to have a good weekend or else.
It's like most people. How are you doing? They don't actually care because sometimes I want to go. The debt is
Well.
killing me. I'm fighting with my mother.
My back hurts.
I don't know if I'm going to make rent.
Yeah.
But the people don't actually mean that.
I also feel like
So
my
it's a pleasantry.
cholesterol's too high.
That's what
and
I'm saying.
Yeah.
But it's okay. So it's a pleasantry.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
update.
for sure.
Okay. All right. No. Then I'll have a good weekend. Thank you. Thank you for those good wishes.
Umbelelo G says pizza
Mm-hmm.
Masemani.
Oof. Is that where's the A there, James?
Where? There's no A in his name.
Oh, yeah.
Mosim.
There we go.
There you go.
He's winning his third CAF Champions League this weekend against Chiefs.
Agreed.
Who said that?
Umbelelo G.
Of course, Mbulelo would say that. A man of class. A man of class. Great
Agreed.
name, by the way.
Angelo.
Hey, by the way, no, let's not skip over that. We need Pizzo to do the right thing. I
Honestly.
cannot have. Listen, I spoke to the PRO from Chiefs last night. They are in Morocco. He says it is boiling hot. So, and I told him I hope they lose. So he thought I was going to be positive. He is dead wrong.
Lol.
I hope they lose. Oh, we could have played the voice note. Oh well. It's too late now.
Letting my people down.
That's Didier Drogba.
I messed that
basically-
one up, huh?
Well, that's Drogba making the speech for Kaiser Chiefs when they come back.
Let my people there.
For letting my people down.
Didier
you go.
Drogba.
Angelo Todorov. Shays like.
Yeah.
The flashing battery sign is triggering me. I apologize. That's all on me.
James, no, it's important now. Is we live in a social media era. You triggered somebody.
exactly.
You need to write an apology on social media. That's the otherwise.
Unequivocally
Yeah,
apologize.
otherwise we have to cancel you, James.
How do I know if Angelo's still here?
Sorry.
Watching?
No, but no. The trigger. What does the triggering stop?
Stop
Because
with-
he's gone.
because
He's gone
gone.
to buy mangoes now.
But then what would the point of me writing the apology?
no.
in
You
the
have to do it on
comments?
social media and release it on all platforms.
But I don't know where Angelo is on
Well,
social
Don't worry about Angelo.
It's like the minister that to put hands on a looter.
Yes.
He apologized today.
yes,
Doesn't know
on
where
all
the-
platforms.
That guy that
Yeah, the
Yeah.
MC, sorry. Or the premier. Okay,
Yeah.
ZN.
I
He
saw that
apologized
video. It's
today.
just like
Yeah. So we.
Not that he's ever going to see that guy again,
No.
but
Yeah, but James. So I mean, you're putting a lot of pressure on me now because you've triggered somebody. I'm either going to have to fire you, or you are going to have a properly
what about
designed
when
apology.
you guys triggered me about 28 times during the show?
No, but that's why you get a salary. Like you get triggered. That's part of the what we call fine print in the biz.
I'm not investing in this. I'm not. I refuse.
Wow.
So no apology at all.
sorry, Angelo.
I
On
apologize
James's
to
behalf,
Angelo.
Nah, it's just words. It's empty.
I'm moving on.
It's empty.
Kia,
Wow.
Kia Betswe says
Speaks to your character.
Pizza has to win. Chiefs fans are insufferable.
Amen.
Angelo says huge signing for United. That's
He's, Jadon Sancho.
your boy Sancho. Kutle says Suarez is a great player, but still FM for what he did to Ghana.
Yes,
Cheat.
for a lot of things. What he did to Ghana, lose to Patrice Evra, for a lot of things.
But I would say the Ghana is the one that unites the globe.
Yes. Yeah.
Like,
for sure.
I think is he honestly do you think he'd ever go to Africa again? Besides of what we've seen of his thoughts on anyone with melanin, but
Nah,
he wouldn't be allowed. Eh?
we've cancelled him.
There's no way. Imagine even Mother Teresa, if she could somehow be resurrected and she saw him walking in Cape Town, it'd be hands.
I doubt he's even allowed in Italy. Turin.
That's true. Eh?
I wouldn't be.
After
Oh.
Chiellini.
There was a
Turin.
thing when
Yeah.
he was.
Turin.
yeah, Turin.
Mbalelo G says Salah is backed by numbers as a marquee signing, but he is not easy on the eye sometimes. That is kind of true.
I like
actually.
Mo Salah. You know,
But you know what you're getting.
yeah, good player. But he's also like marquee is like Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yes.
I think Kun Aguero is that last one, dude.
No,
Like,
but
like a force of
with-
nature.
With Salah, you don't know what you're getting. Some days it's a good day, some days it's a bad day.
Hey, listen,
some
he
days
gives you
it's-
numbers though, James.
He does give you
True,
numbers.
true. I'll give him that.
He's James Beattie, right? You're gonna get the numbers. Kevin Phillips,
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Last English player to win.
Golden Boot.
Exactly.
Go
Wasn't
ahead.
that Harry Kane?
Oh yeah, forget Harry's
Harry.
English.
Oh, Harry, yes.
Guys,
that
really?
guy.
Oh no. What's the European one?
Ballon d'Or.
No.
Golden
the,
Shoe.
The Golden Shoe. That's
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
with Kevin Phillips, eh?
Yeah, Kevin
Oh,
Phillips, yeah. Sunderland boy.
And Angelo says Torres was a one-season wonder, though. I'd take Suarez all day. Angelo also says, I'm here.
Oh,
Angelo, I apologize profusely.
you got to write it, James. Here's what you're not getting. The apology has to be absolutely across the board. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. What did John W. Henry do to the fans? You need to do that video, that terrible video where his model wife. That was that the most embarrassing thing you've ever seen?
Oh, you can see he was not impressed.
You know what? I've never understood when billionaires apologize.
John, you have to apologize.
Yeah, no, she
His
probably
wife,
said,
John,
yeah, because her country club probably kicked her out,
Come on.
or like,
John.
you know, like
You can
Bezos'
see
wife
what-
wanted to stop hanging out.
Exactly.
Yeah, so she's like, no, it's affecting my
Bill and
social
Melinda were
circles.
like, no.
Watch this power move. I'm about to play a power move.
Let's hear it.
Right. I've apologized.
Okay.
Now, don't worry, Mbalelo G. I'm coming back to your comment in a second. Kia Betswe says,
Oh, you're in for it
MKT,
now.
you did not apologize for misgendering me. The trauma. Cut James some slack. You need to apologize too. Misgendering is serious.
That is
actually
serious
did
stuff.
the-
That is serious stuff. Not only did I
No.
apologize on here, I apologized on Gareth Cliff's show.
But did you write out an apology on all forms of social media? No,
the-
you did
Well,
not.
James, this isn't about me.
No, it
Or
is.
Don't deflect. I mean,
No, it is.
so you're saying because so now this justifies that you aren't going to apologize to Angelo.
I've made my apology. Look there in
Where?
the comments.
I apologize profusely about my actions.
Unbelievable.
I'm just saying.
So that's an apology. Well, I'm the employer here. I'm under a lot of pressure now. I'm going to have an HR meeting after this. I don't want to let James go. He's a hugely competent person, but the laws of social
Angelo
media.
says, apology accepted. Thank you, James. It's okay. Sometimes we forget to
They
charge
let you off
camera
the hook.
back.
Yeah, but it's going to
Very
happen because
literal.
our listeners are good people. They don't see the truth for what it is. But hey, that's business, baby. I got to just suck it up and move on, James. I hear what you're saying, pal.
Mbalelo G says, do y'all think Pizza would survive. The Premier League might sound far-fetched, but this guy's really good.
You know what? South Africans get upset when you put things. Oof. No. Let's slow down, guys. That's a different.
Let's read.
Yeah.
No, but he says he knows it's far-fetched.
Yeah.
But like in an ideal world, do you think he'll survive in the Premier League?
You remember a guy called Andre Villas-Boas?
Yes.
How long did he last in the Premier League? And
he won the Europa League
How long
with Porto. No, the Premier League's not a place.
No, I was furthering Mbelelo's question.
No.
And I gave you an opinion.
What do you think? Do you think?
I don't know much about him. I haven't
Pizza.
invested as much into
I hear you, James.
like PSL when he was here, and
It's tough. They eat you alive there.
No, not the Premier League, Chief.
They'll eat you alive.
not vibes, huh?
That's not a place to play. I love Pizza.
Yeah.
Used to see him at Edenvale indoor soccer all the time. He's pretty good. He was a good professional player.
You're so upset he got by what the Sundowns fans did to him. Imagine now they start wolf whistling him, his own fans.
Oof.
And it's a whole no. That's a whole. You know what? I know guys who are investment bankers, and in South Africa we're quite sheltered actually. I know guys who are investment bankers. They moved to New York and were back in 6 months. And I'm talking, the one guy went to MIT, and he was back in 6 months. There's another level of shockdom once you leave that Africa just doesn't have that about it. Like we don't have that thing. And it's not to put us down because we are world class in many departments, but there's a reason why Elon Musk has to move to America to become Elon Musk, you know? There's another level. And the Premier League is the sort of it's the New York Stock Exchange of sport. It is and I love Pito. I do. I really.
Yeah.
I credit everything he did at SuperSport, everything he did at Sundowns, but ish.
Let us ease him in.
Yeah. And listen, probably he's at the hottest seat in African football, right?
Yeah,
they do not play there.
Most prestige club, Miles.
Listen, my mother lived in Egypt for 6 years, right? The furor for football there is because
Watch when Al Ahly plays Zamalek.
I love like South Americans and Arabic people because like South Africans are quite controlled people. As much as we go wild at the rugby game, we know like I think we have limits. We're just really courteous people.
Yeah.
Cheap.
Have you watched Boca River Plate?
I've been twice to the Super Classico, but we are that like I went to go watch it like oh my god, it's pandemonium trapped. They're like it's so raucous. I love it, and it's
Al Ahly vs Zamalek apparently is wild beyond.
So that pressure Pito's under there because listen, Egyptian. There are some rich people there, and rich people are one thing. James, you know this. They are demanding. So Pito's at the hottest seat in African football, and he's delivering. Let's see how that goes, but not the.
That's all from the comments.
That's all from us. James,
Hello.
what are you planning to do this weekend? And you know what? Maybe people want an update. What happened with the girlfriend? Are you still fine? Are you still? Have you chatted about it? Are you still processing? Is that would you like the space to deal with your relationship trauma behind closed doors, or how are we taking this from here?
I'd appreciate some privacy at this time.
Like Leanne Liebenberg.
You know, I know I choose to live my life in the public eye.
But no one asks for this.
But I do ask for your support and your privacy at this time.
To respect your privacy. Fair enough.
You know, you guys have been great to me over the years.
What a douchebag. Give me some outro music. You are such a unbelievable.
Your publicist is looking at you like
it's phenomenal. he's blowing it.
Good stuff, huh?
Unbelievable. So James needs some privacy. Huh? I wish he'd be romantic in that privacy, then he wouldn't need it as much. It's unbelievable. James, you are unbelievable. I want you to know that in every sense. James, you are cracking stuff, dude. Jimbo, fist bump, pal. We're into new studio. It's a new time for the show. Senzo, welcome, brother. You smashed it out the park. Folks, you'll see plenty more of Senzo. Paolo will be back. Karabo will be back. A lot of people saying, what happened to Alex Iwobi? He's never worked on the show. It was just Karabo. It was just Karabo. They look
Alex Iwobi.
Both splitting
like
image.
Iwobi, bro.
That's ridiculous.
Looking forward to having the full team back. Ladies and gentlemen, the journey begins Monday. Woo! The MKT Show goes to another level. Hey, dreams do come true.
They do.
Dreams do come true, and I cannot wait for Monday. And to everybody who supported us to this point, it is just the beginning. I promise it'll only get bigger, it'll get better. And I really want to build the team to change the way sport is consumed on the African continent, and we are looking to compete internationally. We are not intending to just stay here. I want us to take the South African flag globally and say we can do it too. We watch Premier League too. We watch the NFL too. And here's what we think. And can't think of better people to be around me. So to you two gentlemen, I look forward to building this empire as we begin. It takes one step, and I cannot wait. Monday, to you at home, you're the greatest. If you are with us on YouTube, please click like. If you don't like the show, click dislike. Just engage with the content. Remember, you can get the podcast, The MKT Show, and that is available on cliffcentral.com, the Cliff Central app, or wherever you get your podcast. For this week, it's been a great week. I'll finish off on saying this. We don't do real life on this show. It is sports entertainment. If for 2 hours you can be with us and it is a place to take a mental vacation, that is what we want to create for you. There are people, of course, not just here, but in KZN going through some stuff. Whatever it is you need to hear right now is what I think people should be saying. I have said I am not the thoughts and prayers guy. I don't believe that helps people, but those of you sending that type of messaging, it's real life, right? There are real people going through real stuff in real life. And I don't know what the correct thing to say is, but other than saying people in the KZN are going through real stuff, and that's tough. That is tough. But if for a little while we are a mental vacation, let that be that. And ladies and gentlemen, we will continue to do that in a bigger, better setting. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, I am MKT. This has been the MKT Show. We are the hell. For the very last time in this studio, out of here.